You gonna make the Discord chat for the podcast?
Yeah, I already did.
Might I request to keep this music playing though, because it's super hot fire.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I got a copyright claim last time.
Oh. Well, shit.
I thought I was slick. I was like, man, I don't even have to add background music. Like, the fuck was I thinking?
Headphones.
Let's get physical, physical.
We all killed it.
Nailed it.
I'm literally uploading. I'm actually uploading 2 videos. I'm uploading a 30-second video on my main channel, letting people know I'm streaming, and I'm uploading a video. Where's the thumbnail at? Did I even save it? I think I did.
The thumbnail has to have titties in it.
No, it's got Aaron taking a shit, but you know, tomato.
Hey.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. So the things that I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to talk about
David Dobrik.
I mean, we could. I wasn't one of my choices though. I definitely wanted to talk about that Dragon Ball Super episode, the Attack on Titan episode for sure.
Absolutely.
So we both liked that episode.
It was litty.
I also want to mention how Boruto is shit.
I would also like to mention that the podcast is available on iTunes and Podbean. You can download those to your smartphone or tablet. Yes. Unfortunately, we don't have the Pornhub sponsorship, but go ahead, continue what you were saying, Heavenly Controller.
No, I said everything for the most part, and then I'll just wait till we actually really start to get into the details of everything else.
All right, so
okay, tags. I'm putting a video of me reading hate comments. I'm just gonna, and it's so easy to. This is where I find the best. This is where I find the best hate comments are the
Bitch, I look like Winston.
The attack or any live reaction that gets a bunch of views and those 999 hits the Naruto Storm 4 mod videos. That's where it brings in a lot of
I thought that Hinata video, I saw it was doing really well. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that surprises me, honestly. That's why I just got to the point. It's once again like that. Who was his name?
It was a really dope thumbnail, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Aside from the 999, that was a dope looking thumbnail. I was like, why does this look like dark, like evil Hinata? Like, what the fuck?
I actually photoshopped the eyes. She didn't have the Tenseigan eyes. I just added those. Thought it would
really
match. Yeah, photoshopping eyes is really fun because like it's really easy because like you just key out their eyes and then just maybe I want to give this guy shotting guns or change the color of his eyes. I just did that with this with. I mean, yeah, I could have, but she had the Tenseigans in the mods. So what playlist am I looking for? Oh wait, I think it's this one.
Booty playlist.
All right, publish, and then video manager. All right, does anybody came in here? Wait, did I close the restream chat? Hold on, let me open that. Can't see it.
Let me make sure my.
I think I have it open on my.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah, I have it open on my stream. It doesn't look like anybody is on there yet either. Let's see. My restream will tell me. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a few people in here. Oh, maybe I have to actually have the application loaded for messages to get displayed. That's probably what it is. All right, guys, you can leave your comments now. They'll show up. Okay, let's see. All right, so this video is uploaded now. So yeah, I got the chat to work this time, Jay. Apparently I was doing it wrong for the Wait, why is this video titled May 14th, 2017? Oh, I didn't give it a title, that's why. That's interesting. It just gives it the date if you don't title it. All right.
That's usually how that
I'll just title it.
What's going on, guys?
What the fuck was that?
What?
That was
streaming podcast.
Open up a beer. My bad. I mean a soda.
Or no. I'll title it. It is time. That's more clickbaity. Okay, let's see. So let me grab the.
Because technically it is time. I'm gonna play a defense Hanzo.
Get the Twitch stream link here. Twitch. And
brace yourselves, I'm throwing. I gotta wait for
Wait, what? Timothy De La Ghetto deleted his Bow Wow challenge video? I'm looking at my notifications. The video's unavailable. What the fuck? Or did he re-upload it? Well, I'm glad I saw that video then. Did you see that video, Jay?
Nah. I don't really care for boring Tim De La Ghetto videos and.
I haven't watched one of his videos in a long time, but it was only like a 2-minute video, and I was like, oh, Bow Wow challenge. I figured he was just gonna do a bunch of fake Bow Wow shit. So I was like, oh, this will be interesting.
I'm good. I clicked on that on Twitter.
I just found out about that crap the other day. I'm very slow with news.
That's what we should have named our stream was the Bow Wow challenge. 1 million subs?
Nah, now I'm not trying to give fake niggas free advertisement. So.
I feel you. You're saying Mel is a fake nigga, huh?
I mean, he's taking stock images on and posting himself on Instagram. So, wow. I mean, a lot of people low key do that shit, but like,
fuck that beam.
You know what he said? He said I never claimed that was my picture, that I had taken that picture, and I was like,
true.
Oh,
I mean, in a way, I do that with my thumbnails.
That's not a lie. That's the truth. He never did claim that was his picture.
In a way, I do that with my thumbnails. I'm just like, I never said that this thumbnail was what was going to be in the video. I just put this as a thumbnail, just to get you to watch the video. So
exactly. It's
all right, so make this. It's called a lie.
It's called a lie.
Liars.
It wasn't a lie. It just wasn't a lie. That's all.
He was just a fall guy. I'm the king of all time.
Oh! Whoops. Sorry about that.
Wow, that was on point. That was pretty good.
You just got notified of my video upload, didn't you, Jay?
Yes, that was not me actually. I have your notifications turned off because I don't want your videos. I don't even think I'm subscribed to you anymore. I was just like, why should I watch this guy's videos and I can make these videos?
That's why I love I mean, that's why you should be subscribed so you can steal stuff from me. Like,
nah, I'm good. That's what David Dobrik is for.
Listen, I'm taking notes now for when I start.
That's why it's funny. Every time I tweet, like there was this Twitter conversation me and Rencho were having, and every time I responded, his phone would make that noise, and so I was like sometimes replying to you just to I could hear the notification on Rencho's phone. He's like, God damn it! I would just respond in normal letters. Yeah, so.
Funny.
All right. I'm gonna link a thick video in the tag.
I gotta say, as irrelevant as this is right now that I'm about to say, is that watching Overwatch gameplay actually does not only make you want to play Overwatch, but it does you a little bit better at Overwatch. Because I was watching a bunch of Hanzo videos today. All of a sudden, I'm like getting headshots. Like,
yeah, actually, I always notice something when I watch other people play as different characters. Like, one of the things that I noticed, and I think I've been implementing this, and I was talking about this. One of the things I noticed with Hanzo is that, it's one of those things, it's common sense. Like, if someone told me, it's like, oh, duh, is to just spam the Sonic arrows so that you can just have, basically Widow's ult active at all times. And it's actually really useful. Another thing, this was actually a guy, I think his YouTube channel's name is Nateson. He actually...
I'm fucking murdering people.
He gives tips and stuff, and also one of the things he said is to always be on higher ground because you're aiming down, so sometimes you might just get lucky headshots and shit too. So that was pretty interesting as well. I forgot to upload the audio version of last week's podcast, so I'll do that as well. I did publish it though, so for those of you guys on the Heavily Kinks channel, what I'm gonna do for this one, I'm gonna do what Kinda Funny does. I'm gonna upload them in bits and then just make it like that, and then publish the full episode at the end of the week. But the people on the stream obviously see it, so our clips will be good and all that. All right, let me bring up the chat here so I can see you guys' streams. All right, what's up? Let's see. We got JT, Christopher. Oh, we got enough people in the Twitch stream too. I like that diversity.
Yeah,
okay, so Jay, the first thing that I wanted to point out also was that the first thing I wanted to talk about. Actually, no, the first thing I want to talk about is that I think the biggest thing was that Attack on Titan episode, Jay. That shit was fire.
I'm sorry. I'm very excited about this week's Attack on Titan.
This episode was one of those things to where, I didn't have to worry about spoilers because you know that they're going to fight. So Absolutely. It's just seeing how epic it is. You could be told about it all day long, but seeing it for itself. The funny thing is, and I got a couple comments like this, people were thinking that I read the manga based on my predictions or something, I guess. I was actually curious. I was going through my video and rewatching it to try to find some of these predictions that they said I was making, and I don't know if maybe it was some jokes I was making, but for the most part I didn't predict anything ridiculous. When I actually look at it, the stuff that I predict was stuff that was obvious. Okay, so Aaron is gonna go into a fight, and he's probably I predicted that he was gonna go in for the punch, and he was probably gonna duck and then do some type of fucking sumo flips or some shit, because that was just common sense. I feel like I've just watched enough anime to where that kind of stuff, you can tell when something's about to happen. When Aaron was winning against the Armored Titan, just knowing this anime and watching it, something's gonna happen. It's not gonna be this straightforward. The Armored Titan's gonna do some shit. So so then he starts screaming, and then I was like, okay, well, if he's screaming, at first I thought maybe he was calling other Titans, but then there were no other Titans showing up, so I was like, he's probably calling the Colossal Titan. And then so I was like, and then they were like, why did Reiner pull Aaron to that exact spot, and I was just like, oh, he's probably gonna try to have the Colossal Titan follow him.
Bro.
That shit was common sense to me. I thought it was obvious. So
that nigga said, "Hey, big homie, I'm gonna need some help. This nigga fucking me up."
Yeah. So I actually realized how
that nigga was getting his legs broken up and shit. He got his arms tossed off. I was like, oh man.
So I saw this one comment where someone was saying that Reiner was going easy on Aaron because he was trying to capture him, which I guess that sounds kind of like bullshit though. He should be able to go all out on Aaron. He doesn't have to defeating his Titan.
You ain't gotta you in order to capture him. You don't have to, like, take him that much alive. Just break the nigga legs. He good, bruh.
Yeah, because as you can see with Ymir, you can eat their legs and arms and chest and shit, and they'll recharge anyway. I guess the humans...
It's like being in a Megazord. It's like, I'm fine. The robot's fucked up.
Yeah. But, like, apparently it's like the... basically, I've been told in, like, the comments of my videos and my other live reactions, the humans are basically just mini Titans. So I guess the only way you could kill them is by decapitating them. If you try to kill Aaron, or if you try to kill Ymir, or if you try to kill anyone who's a Titan, they don't. Even if they don't purposely turn into a Titan. Like remember when Aaron got eaten in the first season and he just turned into a Titan. So even if they're not trying to turn into a Titan, if they're to the point of dying, they'll just transform into a Titan. And even if they're in their human forms, like with Ymir's case, she's not conscious, but she still regenerates all of her body parts. It's just slower than when she would have turned into a Titan. So I guess like that's pretty. I mean, once again, I think this is one of your things, Jay, that you didn't like about this anime is that like once you find out Aaron's a Titan, now it's like there's no sense of danger anymore because Aaron can't die.
He got Super Saiyan Blue, bro. That's it. It's just like, oh, you're now the most powerful character in the show. Oh, okay. Now I will be surprised because I'm not reading the manga, and I don't want people to spoil me. But there's already been a couple of things I've been spoiled on, so it's kind of like useless to say this, but. If Aaron could die in the anime, and the anime clearly can continue without him, because yes, he's a quote-unquote main character, but I feel like enough characters are flushed out to where the story could continue without the main character, like without the main protagonist.
Yeah, I could. I think.
Are you talking kind of like Tokyo Ghoul, Jay?
Yeah, exactly like Tokyo Ghoul. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Well, maybe not exactly, but that's close. Like I wasn't expecting Kaneki to almost get killed.
Holy shit, that's a big ass spider. Holy fuck! Hold on a second. I need to find a magazine.
No, just punch it. Just punch it.
Wait, I had a game inform around here earlier. No, I look.
No, don't take your eyes off of it. It's gonna disappear.
It's a daddy long leg. That thing's big as fuck. I'm not gonna lose it. I had a game inform around
Kill that shit.
Yeah, I just said something about a spider.
Nah, bro,
I didn't know that Daddy Longlegs spun webs, but that thing swung in like fucking Peter Parker. Okay, hold on.
It's harmless though.
What's up, Jakeezy?
I got it.
Nah, bro, I just smash those things instantaneously. Like I can't.
Jay
Jay
turns into a Titan to kill a spider.
I really do. Like, oh man, like I actually had to take a break from work last week. Yeah, because I saw
to fumigate your house?
No. I saw a big ass spider, and I told my boss, I was like, I can't work right now. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, well, there's a big ass spider in my room. He's like, say no more. Like,
no, Jay. See, if you were in my house these past couple of days, you'd be freaking the fuck out because I've had like fucking like an army of like ants, like these. I mean, not ants. Flies, like mutant flies, like they're huge. And like I remember I saw one and I killed it. I was like, okay, I got it. And then like I saw another one. And I was like, the fuck did I just kill you? Like, is this some type of immortal fly? Like, is this a Titan fly? But like, and like I even think I tweeted about this. I went in the bathroom one morning and there was like 4 of them like track racing in my bathtub, like just flying in circles. I'm like, what kind of shit?
You got Fast and Furious. You got Fast and Furious ants going on in your house.
Nah, well, flies. Yeah, they were Tokyo drifting in my bathtub. Like I'm not even fucking playing. Like, so I turn on the shower head and I like rinse them all down the drain. I'm like, okay, I killed them. And then I walk outside and then there's 2 more drag racing down the hallway. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done trying to kill all these things. It's too much. But yeah, no. So for this,
you guys can donate now. There's a donate button now. But yeah, this week's Attack on Titan was lit as fuck, bro. Like I mean, I was expecting a dope ass fight, but I wasn't expecting something that was gonna like.
So technical.
I wasn't expecting.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I wasn't expecting
like,
something this hardcore. Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't see anything that I didn't expect. Like everything was pretty predictable, but that was okay. Like it was still badass. Like I just feel like I saw all that I wanted to see. Like I expected like I expected an epic fight and shit, and I expected like for Aaron to do some clutch shit, and I got all those things. So I mean, yeah, I got everything that I expected out of the episode.
I was hoping the Armor Titan was gonna fuck him up. Man,
I mean, he was low key at first, but then I don't think
his first punch, like, and I remember I put this in my video. His first punch, that nigga blew his own hands off. It was just like, what the fuck? He had nothing but like nubs for hands, and I was just like, that's fucked up.
That shit was funny. Like I was laughing. That was like the first clip I showed on my live reaction where like they had all of this like flashbacks and like all of this hype music. Like Aaron is about to do some clutch like anger punch shit, and then he went to punch him, and then the Armor Titan just said no, nigga, and then just fucking uppercut his ass instead of flying like 10 feet and shit.
He was like, no, nigga.
Yeah, like you said about this series, that makes it good is that it's not about like ass pull power up, screaming really loud, and then getting really strong. Like Aaron actually had to strategize. He used Liz Annie techniques on him and shit. But that's why I don't think that Reiner was going easy on him. I think that Reiner genuinely lost because when you like see Reiner isn't. I mean, he's like more advanced of a fighter, but he's not that skilled of a fighter. The main reason why he's so strong is because he has all this armor. Because as we see, Annie kicks his ass all the time. With Aaron, he even said he's like, oh, you shouldn't have taught me how to fight. So like Annie taught him all the different moves about using someone's weight against him and shit. So he was using his own armor to crack him and stuff. You know what I thought about when I was seeing that when Reiner's armor is getting cracked? It reminded me of The Incredibles when he couldn't penetrate that armor, so he got inside of it and let it.
He used the like
itself.
drill bit or whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty smart. So it was kind of I think it was similar to that. And then fucking Mikasa, man, she's so crazy. Like she's freaking insane.
I was hoping they show that fight between Mikasa and
Oh yeah, I know. I was low-key invested in that. I wouldn't mind watching that.
Next episode.
I would be down. But the funny thing is that like, well, Jay, you probably haven't watched it. Have you watched Future Diary?
Nope.
Well, do you at least know who Yuna Gasai is? Crazy bitch with pink hair. Who's always saying Yuki all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, Mikasa reminds me of her. She's tsundere as fuck. She's fucking insane. So I have still to finish Future Diary too. I was watching it on. I signed up for. I think I told you about this, Jay. Oh yeah, I did. Where I told you I signed up for Funimation now, because. Like I just there's a lot of anime that I want to watch, but I don't want to go on Kiss Anime because Kiss Anime is shit because they make you turn off your ad block and then they spam you with all this dumb shit. Hot Asians in your area, and I'm not trying to do all that.
I mean, are there hot Asians in my area though?
If so,
it would be cool if it wasn't lying to me if there were actually hot Asians in my area.
Can there be hot Asians?
I mean, yeah, but like with this with that app, it's just like it's annoying. Like when I'm watching something in dubbed, random English subtitles will show up. But then they won't even show up in sync with the stuff that they're showing. Or sometimes there's like Future Diary is one of the ones I was trying to watch. And it said it was available in dubbed and subbed, but there was no option to access it in Japanese. And I looked on this on my phone and on my TV, and it just isn't available. So yeah, it has a few issues. I remember actually signing up for Funimation Now like last year. But like, I think what it actually was when I think back was my phone was on silent mode. And when my phone was on silent mode, it wasn't playing any audio. But I think they fixed that. I now just wish that I signed up for it when I was at Anime Expo, because when at Anime Expo last year, if you sign up for Funimation Now free trial, they give you a free shirt for it. But I was just like, nah, Funimation Now shit. So, but
I've been having issues with Crunchyroll this week because every time I watch a fucking anime, they're like pushing this Verve app in my face, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I know.
I even tweeted them. I was like, okay, Crunchyroll, you have your own app. What's the purpose of you having your own app if you want me to download this other fuck shit app?
I mean, it's probably owned by the same people.
It's just so stupid, like.
Verve is probably like it's probably better or something. I don't know, but like I mean, I don't know. I did this thing that I prefer to go on Crunchyroll where it says Crunchyroll, but with Crunchyroll, I did this thing yesterday, and I think it was probably because the Attack on Titan episode. I went on Crunchyroll yesterday, and for the first time I've seen this, it was like the site has crashed due to too much traffic, and I had to reload the page. Like it just gave me an error message. So. But I wanted to mention how, like, I think I told you this, Jay. I wanted to mention to the stream how I got into Anime Expo for free this year. Like,
congratulations.
That's pretty insane. Yeah, I was just like, let me just apply and just like, and because it was funny too, because they were having this stuff like, link your blog or your whatever, and I was like, I don't have any of those, so I was just linking my YouTube channel and stuff, and I was like, you know, they probably won't accept it because I don't have a blog and I'm not really a news cover. They even had this thing like, oh, link example of previous coverage of the expo if you have any. And I just linked my blog from last year. And I was like, they're probably not going to let me in because but I was like, it doesn't hurt to try. Let me fill in all the spaces and submit it. And they said, oh, we'll get to you in 2 to 3 weeks. And then like 2 days later, I get an email. Your acceptance has been, your application has been accepted. And first I was like, this is a joke, right? Let me read this more properly. Maybe they're just saying, maybe it's just one of those automatic responses that we received your application, not that we've accepted your application. And so I read it, and sure enough, they're like, yeah. And then I went on the link and shit, signed up for every event, every day, all times, and then printed out my ticket. I was like, okay then. So that was pretty dope. Well, a Kuro Vampire Cat in the chat, Jay, says Verve isn't better, so I don't know what other explanation there is. But
bro,
I already knew,
I already knew Verve wasn't better. What the fuck?
I mean, is it ad every 5 minutes if you have a premium membership, or is that just for free people? I don't know, whatever.
I'm not trying to pay for Verve. I'm good.
I do know that Crunchyroll lets you use it even if you're not a member. You just don't get access to most shit, like the most recent episodes. But Funimation now, you can't even use it if you don't sign up for it. No. But do I like snakes? I mean, I don't know.
Snakes on a
weird
plane?
question.
That's a great movie.
I don't know. Orochimaru has ruined any hope of me liking snakes. I just think of his gay ass when I think of snakes. So, but yeah, I'm going to Anime Expo. I'll probably, I wouldn't have attempted this last year. But what I'll probably do this year, I'll maybe try to do a meetup or something, and then find some people who go to Anime Expo. So if you guys are going to Anime Expo, then tweet at me or something like that. And then hopefully I'll be able to, I guess, meet other people. And Nishing says that Digibro is going, so maybe I'll find him.
Sorry, us peasants, we have to buy our own tickets. I haven't even looked to go.
Yeah, I tried to get my sister in because she was. I got an Anime Expo free last year too, but it's because she volunteered and she was able to like bring in one extra person, and that's how I got in then. But she's in Japan right now, so she's not volunteering. She does come back from Japan the day the expo starts, but I was trying to see if I could get her a ticket, but they only let me bring in one person, so I don't know. But definitely, and that was funny too. My sister was talking to me. I was talking to her on the phone yesterday. And she was like, man, Anthony, I remember when you were talking about when we were at Expo, you're like, next time I'm getting myself in for free. And you did. I'm like, listen, I don't go back to my word.
She was so proud of you.
Like,
what's up, Lucy? What's going on?
She's like, oh, you said it and it happened. I'm like, who do you think I am? Like,
he doesn't go back on his Nindo way.
Exactly. I don't go back on my Nindo. Come on. So, yeah, so I got in free this time. But next time, so my next goal for next time isn't to get in free, but to be invited in free, and then just like have my own panel, like how Digibro has his own panel and shit or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna be like that. I mean, let's be real here.
Too much.
No, I mean, listen, if Digibro, I already get more views than Digibro today. If Digibro gets more views than me, I mean, I get more views than Digibro. So if he gets a panel, I get myself a fucking panel. And my friend got a pet tarantula, what would you do? I would congratulate him, I guess. I don't fucking know. But anyways.
I'd tell him to fuck off. That's what I would do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's clearly not my friend if he's getting a pet tarantula.
I've actually held a tarantula before.
I don't know that man very well, obviously.
I don't even think tarantulas are lethal. I just think that they're just big and hairy and gross. Like, that's what I think. That's
what type of spider has fur, my nigga? Like, what is that?
That's just
that
an
shit
animal.
Don't make
that's
no
like
sense, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not down with that shit. No.
Oh man, that would be dope. Like last time I went to Anime Expo, it was I remember I met Giga at his meetup. He obviously wouldn't remember me, but that's fine. Actually, like I wouldn't any person that I met at Anime Expo, I didn't tell them like, oh hey, yeah, I'm a YouTuber too, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna like get a picture, and then I'm gonna wait till I'm bigger than them and be like, oh yeah, we met before. They're like, what? Nani? And then show them the picture. Yeah, here you go. And then
he's like, I'm actually subscribed to your channel.
I don't ever like strive to like. And like I know how you say, Jay, like closed mouths don't get fed or whatever, but that's not my thing. My personality, for the better or worse, I just don't try to like plug or advertise myself that much unless it's on my own channel. Then I shamelessly plug all over the place. Listen, I prefer for people to already know who I am. So like when I was at Anime Expo and I was with Afro and he was talking to like the Bandai Namco community managers and shit. I guess maybe like if I met them today. Like if I go to Anime Expo and I see them there, maybe I'll say something. Because back then I was just like, oh, I don't have a lot of subs, so I don't have blah blah, you know. But I feel like if I had the same amount of subs, then now with my I feel like I'm a more forward person now than I was last year. I probably would just not give a shit.
Congratulations.
But like I could have probably no more with that. Yeah, well, I still need to do more, go further. But okay, Jay. So the other anime was Dragon Ball Super.
Let's get this anime shit out of the way so we can talk about that.
Yeah, let's get the anime shit out of the way. We both agreed that this latest episode of Dragon Ball Super was good with Gohan and Goku.
It was nice.
But you know what was so funny? You know what's so funny in that episode? What in that episode though was where Tien keeps saying like, guys, chill. Listen, we got a tournament like in a couple of hours. Let's not go all out. Gohan's like, fuck that. I'm a Saiyan blood. We fight to the death, no matter what, even if it's training. Like Tien's like, niggas are crazy.
Yeah, he was kind of pushing it.
I had this weird feeling where like Gohan was going up and like Tien like. I felt like, I don't know, I felt like Tien was like, okay, Tien's participating in the Tournament of Power. He's going to be strong now. He's going to be all, like, participating in shit. But he seems like he still kind of feels like fodder. Like, they go up in the fight, right? So Piccolo's in the back charging his attack. Goku and Gohan are going at it. And then Tien's like, I'm going to fight too. Gohan's like, no, nigga, just guts him and then leaves him. And then he's just, like,
oh, man, that was my favorite part. He was just like, you know, we should... He was just, I don't know why he was even there. And I'm surprised. I'm just glad that they didn't like make Piccolo fodder. At least he was able to beat Tien's ass. Like I'm just very, very, very glad of that. Like,
yeah, even Goku was like, Piccolo, when'd you become a savage?
Yeah, like, he's just like, I've always been a savage. Like
I've always been a savage. I be training in my heart, in my brain, nigga. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So
I train while you.
I've noticed that whenever there's a new
guys
fight,
up.
Piccolo is always ready for it. So he's clearly always training. Even he does that fucking visual image shit in his head, so it just doesn't look like he's training. Or like he trains against shadow clones of himself or some shit. He doesn't need someone else to train him or
This
whatever.
man's got it down, bro. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
I got a little confused watching this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super because I thought I was watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z. That's how like caught up in it I was. I was like, ooh, this nigga Gohan fucking shit up. Like, oh my god, like, you know. And then when he transformed and all of a sudden he had like that one strand of hair like in front of him, I'm like, how did that happen? Oh, okay, I guess transforming to his ultimate form, it makes him have like a bang in front of his head.
I don't know, dude. His fucking the power level, the transformations in his anime are so inconsistent. Like I try to explain to people how Gohan's transformations work, but then even I'm not sure because they be contradicting themselves. Like, can he turn Super Saiyan in his ultimate form? Because even Goku was like, why don't you turn Super Saiyan? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna try to get it my own way. Like, I'm gonna get my Mangekyo my own way, not like my brother and shit. I'm like, what does that fucking mean? Like, are you saying that you can't turn Super Saiyan, or is that like an alternate transformation? I don't fucking understand. Whatever.
That's
so
what it is. He's like, yeah.
I stopped trying to understand Dragon Ball. I just like, let me just watch it and enjoy it for what it is, because it's so inconsistent with its power scaling and power levels and shit. Like
the show is not about power scaling and power leveling and shit like that, bro. What's up, Kilo? That's not what this show is about. This show is about fun times and beating people up. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just like I was like trying to use Dragon Ball Z logic for Dragon Ball Super, but they're not even the same writer, so that was a bad move for me.
It's not even the same show.
Yeah, like, and then people be talking about, oh, the animation isn't bad. The animation isn't bad, but I still think
it's not great compared to an average anime. I mean, it looks like shit, but yeah. I mean, for Dragon Ball Super standards, this episode was pretty good.
But yeah, I mean, the episode, like this episode of Dragon Ball Super was fine. Like, honestly, I feel like this is as good as the episodes can get or should get. I thought it was okay. Like, obviously, I don't think it's gonna be like, well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's not gonna. No episode would be as good as Dragon Ball Z, because there was moments of this episode where I was like, shit, this is badass. Like, I had those moments where I was like, wow, like I can't even hate on this episode.
I thought I was watching fucking Dragon Ball Z for a minute there. I was like, what? Am I watching the same show?
Yeah.
Like, the hell is it?
Yeah, like it seems like they save their animation for fights, which I'm fine with. You know, if the fights look dope, that's cool.
They use a little bit less Sharpie.
Yeah, a little bit less. So, and then one of the kind of like explanations that I try to use for Dragon Ball Super, like why everyone's Super Saiyan Blue level, I kind of tried to, and maybe this isn't the case. Like I said, it's so inconsistent. This is just me trying to damage control the anime, but what it seems like, I kind of compared Goku to Kenpachi. Like you've watched all Bleach, right, Jay? Obviously.
Of course.
So you remember, you know how Ichigo beat Kenpachi in season 1, but like Kenpachi was way stronger, but somehow Ichigo won. And I kind of compared Goku to Kenpachi. Goku's scared. He scales his power level to who he's fighting, so he has a fair fight, so it's more fun. He's not like Vegeta just goes full power at the very beginning and doesn't hold back. Goku goes through each transformation at a time, and then he finally, and like even when Gohan's fighting him, he's like, "Go all out on me, Dad. I'm not trying to fight you."
He smacked the fuck out that nigga when he said that shit. Like he was just like, "Oh really?" That nigga face was rocked. He was like, "Oh shit,
I'll get on your ass." Like, I don't think that means Gohan is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken level. I think Goku was just like, okay, let me overkill for the final attack.
Yeah, because even after like he went Super Saiyan Blue, Gohan was like, yeah, like I'm really enjoying this, and then Goku gave him that business. He was like, oh shit, like. He never like they never gave him like a moment to be worried.
Coming back this month, don't fuck with me like that.
Yeah, don't play with my emotions, dog.
No, they're talking. Whoever that is saying that, they're talking about because there's a Shonen Jump interview with Kubo, and the cover of this month's issue is Bleach, and I'm like, yeah, of course it's gonna be Bleach because he's not working on anything else right now. Why the fuck
he
would
hasn't
they?
Made anything else
he hasn't made anything else.
About.
It's like what the fuck, and the thing.
Listen, don't get it twisted. I want Bleach to come back with all my heart and soul, but I'll
just take a movie.
If it does, it won't be this month. Yeah, honestly, I would take a movie low key. Like if they just skip to the final fight, if I can just see anything, because then if you make it a
I don't
movie,
need the actual anime.
And
Just give me a movie version of the final fight, like the last 2 final fights, and then
make the animation really lit.
Yeah, exactly. So. Use that movie level budget. Okay, let's fuck it up. Okay, there's no reason to go easy mode. Okay. So.
But yeah, as for Goku, like I did find it interesting that he went Super Saiyan 2 first, because I feel like Goku just doesn't go Super Saiyan 2 anymore. Like that's just like the forgotten transformation. It's either he goes to Super Saiyan 1 and then he goes to Super Saiyan 3, unless he's showcasing all his powers. But like it was distinctly Super Saiyan 2 because, and I'm glad that they designed it correctly. At first they didn't. Like he went Super Saiyan 2, but he didn't have the one bang, and then he went Super Saiyan, and then like he powered up a little bit, and you saw he had like the one bang that Super Saiyan 2 has. Because like that's like that transformation that he just never uses anymore or whatever.
I think he used that because that was Gohan's max power last time he checked. He was like, "Yeah, this is how powerful." He was trying to imply something. He was like, "This is how powerful you were against Cell."
A new Bleach DBS quality? No. See, here's the thing. I say this all the time. I say if you're a fanboy for a series, it's okay to be a fanboy. Some people are just fanboys, and like I can definitely say that I'm a Bleach fanboy. If Bleach came back with Dragon Ball Super quality animation, I'd probably still love it, and I'd be like the Dragon Ball Super fanboys in that conversation.
I'd be mad.
I don't care. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I would be mad though. But here's the thing, and this is like I got this from my dad. He does this all the time. I don't do these coulda, shoulda, wouldas, right? They're like, oh, what if Bleach came back and it was Dragon Ball Super shit levels? Well, Bleach would never happen, so I don't have to encounter that.
And even if it did, I would just be super fanboy for it too. I'd just be like, Bleach is finally back, yay!
So, but yeah, I mean, if Bleach came back, that would be dope. But yeah, just not that shitty animation. I will say I prefer not like maybe the early episodes. I prefer Dragon Ball Super's animation over like Boruto's animation. Like, in fact, I was just responding to a guy's
that new Naruto thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just responding to a guy's tweet earlier because I put a survey on Twitter and I said, "Do you guys want to make me a video comparing Boruto season 1 to Naruto season 1?" And like some people like Agwayne said it's too early to tell, like because it's only 7 episodes in. And what I told him is that it shouldn't take 7 episodes for an anime to get good. And season 1 of Naruto didn't have to do that. And this guy, he said, like, why am I saying it's shit? Because in my reviews reactions, I said the episodes were good and entertaining. What changed? I never said the episodes were good. I probably did say they were good, but I just said that they were okay. Like they were entertaining. Yeah, they were entertaining. I enjoyed the episodes that I watched. They were, and I remember what I said in those videos. What I said was that they're not amazing, but they're not by any means bad. They're just like watching Naruto Shippuden filler, you know, like that level of animation. Like the animation isn't bad, but it's never been great. And so you could only be consistently okay for so long until it's just like, if I at least get like a brief kind of glimpse of some savagery to kind of keep me hooked. But if it's just straight consistently just normal, then after a while it's just like, okay, they're not doing anything. I don't care. I don't need to watch this anymore. So I even, like, up till this point, like, there was even that live reaction, that episode that I live reacted to and recorded and never uploaded because I was bored while live reacting to it. So I just don't live react. I mean, I don't publish videos because, like, my live reactions are genuine. I'm not overacting. So there's some live reactions that I've done that I just didn't give a shit. And I don't even think I finished that episode. I think I was live reacting to it, getting bored, and just skipped to the end and just said, fuck it. So... and I just didn't make that video. Like, I don't care if it would get views. I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching this. I don't subject myself. The whole point of me making my channel is to do shit that I want to do. So I'm not gonna do shit I don't want to do. Like, I'm not gonna be like Shino, who can only make Boruto videos now because that's all he ever makes videos on. No one else wants to watch him do anything else.
Poor guy.
So, or like Sheikah's, who can only make Naruto 4 videos and can't make anything else. Like, so, but yeah, I think that the Boruto anime is still, it's all right. But it's never done anything. Like, just think about, like, people were posting, like, GIFs of Naruto, the original Naruto, in, like, the Discord, and I was reminded of how badass it was. Like, there was stuff of, like, just think, like, the tuning exam. That's the main thing, too, because you know how the movie showed the tuning exams?
The tuning exams were lit as fuck, bro.
And this series takes place before the tuning exams of the movie. And so now we're just saying, because even Naruto, the original Naruto, took place basically as they were graduating. Because we don't want to watch a bunch of kids in school, but Boruto wants to do that shit. And that is boring as fuck. We have so many school anime. We don't need Boruto to be a school anime. Like, and it feels like from the pacing, they're just going to be in school for like 50 episodes. I'm not trying to watch that.
No, thank you.
Even when there's danger, it's kind of uninteresting. Like,
I'm sorry, I can't.
School is lit. They don't ever go to school in Bleach. They ditch like
no. What the fuck is school? No, it's funny too. Like there was like probably 6, maybe 7 full episodes where it involved school period, but then they ended up leaving. They're talking about, oh, there's a hollow? Nah, gotta go. Sorry.
That's why
I don't fuck with this
funny
school
too, because
shit.
they would come back to school, and then their teacher would, like, I remember someone was like, how come they always get the ditch, and they still pass? They're like, they're an exception. You still gotta show up, nigga. Like,
they just do it all the time. Like, it's not a surprise at this point. Like,
yeah, that was like actually a running gag.
That
Like,
actually reminds me when I was reading the freaking manga for Bleach, and he had came back from Waco Mundo. He's like, all right, I got like a chapter to make up all this schoolwork, and they're like, nah, nigga. You
and my man still managed to graduate high school. Like, 3 days
like,
from freshman
was...
year to being a senior. It's just like, oh, so it only takes 3 days to graduate, huh? like that's.
But
it?
actually, that's not completely inaccurate, because I had a friend. His name was Robert, where like his senior year of high school, he just stopped showing up to school, and then he showed up during like our like not graduation rehearsal, but like it's like, I don't know if it's after or before graduation, where like you show up to just like get your actual diploma, and like, because for some reason, I think it was actually after graduation, yeah, because for some reason during graduation they just give you this little thing, and then you open it up, there's no diploma actually inside it, which that's kind of weird. It's just to take pictures with the principal, I guess. And so we actually went to pick up our diplomas on like the soccer field or some shit like a couple of days later. Ugh. And then he showed up, and I didn't say it to him, but what I was thinking was like, the fuck?
How are you here?
Graduating? Yeah, like, he just stopped showing up to school, and I didn't have to ask him. He told me, because he knew I would be thinking that. He's like, oh yeah, so they just
he probably did the continuation school thing.
Or whatever. He's like, oh, they worked something out so I can graduate or whatever. And he was at the ceremony, so I'm like, whatever. So, but they do that a lot, though, where they let people show up to the ceremony even if they didn't graduate and shit, so they don't feel left out. But, yeah, I hope they don't do that same shit with the Dragon Ball Super versus the Battle of Gods and Fukatsu no F. I hope they don't reanimate the movies and just... I mean, I actually honestly don't care if they reanimate the movies or if they retcon the movies. Just don't make it shit. Like... Right, don't make it feel like because what Dragon Ball Super did, they literally just redid it. They didn't change anything. I mean, they might have changed a few different details. I think the timeline's a little different, but other than that, so.
Listen, I don't have. But
I think
Boruto. I'm sorry.
I watched enough of it to where it's one of those things that I would watch it. I would watch it like if I didn't watch everything and do everything, but it's like,
hey man,
so Boruto
if I wasn't watching Attack on Titan, then I'd be like, oh, well, let me just catch up to old anime, because I ain't good.
I understand what you're saying, Vox, that they're in a time of peace and shit, but they could make an interesting show without they're just being all peaceful and shit. Like, when you think of like,
it doesn't have to be an all-out war or anything. Like, we're not asking for all
the
that.
training, the training exams before the war started, during the training exams, that was all just like that was peace, that was just training exam battles.
Until Orochimaru was just like, all right, let me fuck this up. Like,
let me fuck this up.
What's the way he had to ask people? He's like, what's the worst way I can fuck over the Leaf Village? Oh, I know. Yeah. Kill the Hokage. That's a good idea.
And I've mentioned this before though, but even the training exams are like, they've been watered down as fuck. Like, even in the training exams they showed in the Shippuden filler. Remember the training exams on the Force of Death? That shit was hardcore.
No,
like, people
were
dying.
I
like,
watch filler.
You were
niggas was dying.
I'm talking about the original Naruto, Jay.
Oh.
Yeah, niggas
yes,
was dying.
that was lit. That was lit.
People were dying in the Force of Death. That was part of the test. Like, people were dying in the Force of Death. Like, it was just like, that's how dangerous it was to become a Chunin. And they made it this big deal that to become a Chunin, like, your life was on the line and shit. And Gaara was just out murdering niggas.
Naruto was a different show then. Like that was back when you had to leave hand signs.
And Shippuden, I remember, this pissed me off, Jay. In Shippuden, they had their training exams in the Sand Village, and they had like a sandstorm coming through, and like, oh, this is too dangerous. Let's bring the students in. What? That's the whole purpose.
That's gay.
Of the test. Yeah, like, it's too dangerous. Like, even remember during the Force of Death, they're like, Orochimaru is out murdering people during the exam. Maybe she would just stop it. Uncle's like, no, fuck that. Like, we have the freaking, like, an evil Sani nigga, and we know who he is, walking around murdering people, and we're not gonna stop it.
We know this nigga's social security number, his face. We know everything.
Right.
We still can't find this nigga.
That's like if there's like the Hunger Games, right? And they're like, oh, Saddam Hussein is he's invaded the Hunger Games. Oh, I'll keep it going though, whatever. It'll be entertaining to watch and shit. But now in like in Shippuden,
just let him
like,
loose.
Oh, in Shippuden, they're like, oh, these niggas are gonna get sand in their eyes. Let's stop the exam. Like, the fuck? So, and then even in Boruto, like, now it's like a sports festival for first graders now. It's not even really that ridiculous anymore. So.
It is what it is. That Naruto.
But yeah, I mean, I understand that
than
Naruto and Boruto are they're different shows. Yeah, the tone is different now. It's like there's no like real danger now. It's like it's all.
I'm trying to get to this shit about Boruto missing an eye, bro. Like that's that type of shit I'm trying to see, man. I'm trying to.
Well, see, since you haven't watched the anime, I'll inform you, Jay. He doesn't lose an eye.
Oh no, I know he has that like ghost eye or whatever, right?
Yeah. The Byaten Seigan Mangekyo Rena Tensei.
It's okay. I'll just ask Double 4 Anime what it's called.
No, he'll tell you. He'll tell you it's a fucking. He'll tell you.
Did you know? I was on that nigga's channel the other day, and then all of a sudden I saw a Boondocks fucking episode like review, and I was like, "What?" Like, he used to review the Boondocks episodes, and I was just like, "This shit is so funny." Like, it was that episode
check
where.
Out, Jay?
What?
I think it'll be a hit or miss whether you like his videos or not. Like he talks about anime, but like he talks about so many other things too. So that like, and he actually doesn't really upload very often. It's funny too. I've noticed this a lot. It seems like there's some channels that like they don't ever upload until I find their channel, and then they decide to start uploading all the time. I find that really strange.
Can I?
Like, I remember even with Gig. Oh wow, he uploaded another video, a hentai rant video. That should be interesting. So he made this. He has this series now. He has this series now. He calls it Mia Mafaba, and it's. I think it stands for maybe I'll actually make a fucking video. I think that's what it stands for. And he made a video called Huey's Law. And it was talking about Huey's philosophy in the Boondocks, and it was really interesting. And I realized that I've been using Huey's Law all along, Jay. So this is what it is. Basically, it was an episode where they were talking about
another universe.
they were talking about it was like an episode. You'll remember this episode, Jay. Remember that episode when Granddad was watching it was like some Christmas thing or something like that. He's like, oh, it's so passionate. You know all the words of the song. And he's like, oh, the spirit of Christmas. And then Huey just breaks it. He's like, actually, Christmas was created by the Romans, and so they can do all this shit and fuck each other and have gay sex and stuff. And it was actually banned in a lot of places because it was so this, that, and the other thing, and terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then Granddad was like, you just ruined Christmas. And then like it even showed when Huey was trying to explain to him, it was like blah, 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 like he wasn't hearing his words anymore. And then Huey was like, so I figured it out. If I want to get my message across to people, I have to mask that message in something that people will listen to.
Oh, that was the episode where he did the play. I remember that.
Yeah. He's like, if I just
he ended up firing everybody. He's like, get the hell out of my stage. You'll never work in this town again. It's just like, dude, it's just a school play. He's just like, no, I'm taking this shit seriously.
Oh, yeah. And then he hired a bunch of celebrities and fired all the kids. I remember that.
Right?
Yeah. This shit is hilarious. Like, it's not even a school play anymore. But, like, that, so, that was the Huey's Law, is that if you want to get a message across, you have to make it entertaining. If you just give the people the information straight, they don't care anymore. And I realized that's my YouTube channel. I could just talk about something and people might listen, or I could put titties in the thumbnail and throw some titty jokes in there, and now people are listening. So
bro, there's no reason not to put titties in the thumbnail. Let's just be clear.
So there you guys go. There's your life hack for the day. If you wanna get people to listen to anything you have to say, just find something that they will get them to talk to. So like some of these Naruto channels, no one will watch their videos unless it's Naruto. So even if it has nothing to do with Naruto, they throw Naruto in the thumbnails. Like I see Afro do that all the time. Like throw Naruto in the thumbnail just for them to have a conversation. And now people are like, oh, Naruto, and then they listen to him.
Naruto? Oh my god! Oh, a new episode of Boruto. Oh.
That's literally YouTube to a T, though. Like, if you want to get people to listen to what you have to say,
listen, bro,
I'm
just trying to
hide it in something else.
Lucid said this nigga Heavenly never stops talking because he was trying to make a point about Boruto or something.
You just gotta interrupt me, bro. Like, that's how we talk
was trying
to each other.
He was trying to make some point about Boruto or something. I saw the word
teamwork. I don't give a fuck about Boruto anymore. We talk about all of our anime shit. Like,
I'm kind of done with anime for the day. Like, I don't like talking about this. The only time I ever like talking about anime is when it's an anime I'm interested in. So if I'm not interested, I'm just like, fuck it, who cares? Like,
yeah, I still gotta check out that Recreators anime that I hear is good. So
listen, if it's
Jay, it's made by the same people who made ReZero, so you'll like it.
I saw, and they also made whatchamacallit. There was another anime I actually watched that they made. I'm trying to figure.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Steins Gate.
Yeah, Steins Gate. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Anyway.
But yeah,
so
Huey's Law applies also with comedy.
And then I still haven't gotten back to Food Wars. I really need to, since we're still in this.
Really? Aren't you done? Because like you be fucking my Crunchyroll queue up, Jay. Because I'd be like when I went to live react to Attack on Titan, that was like the first time you watched the episode before me, and so I was like, all right, let's start this live reaction.
And it was at the end of the episode.
The first thing I see is the colossal Titan falling from the sky. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's terrible.
You know what? That's probably why I knew the Colossal Titan was gonna fall, because I saw that last part. So that's probably why people were like, "Oh, you liar! You read the manga. You knew the Colossal Titan was gonna fall." I probably like knew that because I saw that.
He's just like, "Nah, Jay was fucking up my Crunchyroll. That's what it was."
Yeah, Jay was fucking up my queue and shit.
Yeah,
like,
my bad.
And yeah, I'd be looking at my history and then just see all these Food War episodes that I got watched or something. Also, did you watch? Are you watching Boku no Hero Academia or no?
I watched the first episode of the new season.
Oh, then maybe my queue was just fucked up. Because there was that, like, the latest episode, it was like you know, little orange bar that tracks your progress. It was like halfway through the episode. I'm like, what the fuck? I watched the whole thing, and I thought maybe you watched it or something.
Nah,
but...
I started watching something about Boku no Hero, and I was just like, this shit is kind of stupid. I don't want to watch this. It just looked lame to me.
Yeah, you managed to get your 1,000 subs without spamming anime, Jay. How's that feel?
Bro, fuck anime.
Listen, it seems like the biggest fuck anime.
Fuck anime.
It seems like everything is in the manga. I don't fucking read manga. I've just decided that. I mean, there's a few manga I read,
bro.
I just don't read. Period. I mean, I read Berserk and I Tokyo Ghoul. I've read the first few volumes. I'll just like actually buy the volumes and read them that way. But like, there's just no time to read manga. There's
Who buys anime?
Like, unless I get on like those Rensho levels and I watch every anime that ever exists. And then, like, now it's like, okay, now let me read manga. Then I'll do that. But there's always an anime and then they just keep coming out with anime faster than I watch them. So I'll never watch every anime to where I read manga. So I'll just never read manga. You know, just how it is.
No.
But yeah, no, I think the main thing on your channel that it seems like gets people to watch, which I'm surprised that's still a thing, is Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, man. Yo, I actually, it's so funny. There was this guy in my comments section, in the stream comments and shit, and I was like, who is this guy claiming to be Wrench? And I go and I look at his account, and it's the guy who's the voice actor for Wrench in the game. So I was like, what? And he just found my channel. He was asking me like trivia questions and shit on Watch Dogs 2, and he's like, man, I'm now a fan of your channel and blah 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 blah. And I think that one stream had like 50, 60 people in it. And I was like, holy shit, like, oh man, like it was dope. And there was a couple of people who donated. There was a lot of people that subscribed, obviously. And Watch Dogs 2 just does a lot for me. And like, I think he sent, I don't know who he sent my information to, but he tweeted me later that day. He was like, yeah, this is the guy I was talking to. And he tweeted at Watch Dogs Game. So they're following me on Twitter now. So I think I'm gonna be the Afro.
Yeah, man. You need to, if you get a guy who's like, I'm a fan, you're like, oh, like, I mean, like you say, Jay, closed mouth don't get fed. You need to be like, hey, hook me up, get the Watch Dogs team, Ubisoft team, have them some free copies.
Nigga,
I'll make videos.
Next thing you know, when Watch Dogs 3 comes out and your boy is on the E3 panel, I want everybody to realize like JustJaySama made it. That's it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like where I think that you like some good games, like obviously like I think like this guy you like to play those Gravity Rush.
Yeah, but playing Disgaea is like
Dogs.
playing Persona. Like it's something that unless you have videos planned out, like how you're gonna do a specific video, it's really hard to plan that type of stuff because there's just so much.
Yeah,
fucking
well, what I
text,
do
like,
with games like Persona, and this is why I've started been doing it for like the longest time. Like I used to actually play games and then record them for the intention of making a video. But now what I feel like is better, and even now these past couple of weeks,
just cut up
I
live
haven't even
streams.
been getting around it. I mean, yeah, I just cut up live streams, and then if the live stream is shit, well, then it's like I still live streamed. I wasn't, because like it would be lame if you live streamed to make a video, or even if you recorded to make a video, and then the gameplay you did was boring or some shit.
Oh,
and then
man.
also the thing when you're
You be
recording to
falling
make a video,
asleep to your own fucking videos.
yeah, and then it's just like I just recorded, and then so since you don't want to run into that, you're like, okay, so I gotta find interesting shit to do, and yeah, like you said, I gotta plan out what I do, whatever. But when you're streaming, that's all natural. Anything funny that happens, anything great that happens, obviously you know that you're streaming. So you might be more apt to say things or try to be funny or whatever, but you're not like, oh, I gotta try hard to be funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be a video, like, and it's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
and
then you get those Dasher type videos where you have to scream the whole time, and it's just like this guy's trying too hard.
I don't even. I do remember the last time I screamed during a game I was playing, and it was fucking Tomb Raider, because there was this part where like this like skeleton crow witch thing like jumped up on the screen, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like I screamed at the top of my fucking lungs, bro. Like, holy shit, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Scares the fuck out of me, but
So, that was the last time I screamed on some shit. Oh, and Overwatch, like when I'm playing Overwatch and I'm just getting super triggered, like that's something that I always have to.
I find it weird the way that I deal with like getting triggered in a game. It's actually the more triggered I am, the more quiet I am. I just don't say anything. I just like, well, fuck life, like
fuck life.
So,
like that's it. I don't need any more of this bullshit. So, but you know what? Yeah, Watch Dogs has been getting super dope lately because they had a whole lot of DLC updates and stuff like that. Like a lot of free. Like I'm surprised how much free shit they gave. Like I had already known they were gonna give like just a little bit of free shit. I didn't know they were gonna give entire like game modes, characters, playthroughs, and all sorts of shit like for free. So I'm like,
I didn't realize this was that big of a fan base.
Yeah, I was surprised. But what's funny is like they bring these fucking YouTubers and Twitch players and shit, mostly Twitch people. Like I haven't seen one single YouTuber go on yet, probably because there's no Watch Dogs channels. But I haven't seen a single YouTuber, only Twitch players. Playing Watch Dogs 2 on like the official Ubisoft stream. So when they do like you know how the Division used to do developer updates, so they'll bring like some random Twitch player who doesn't play fucking like he plays Overwatch or some shit, and they'll pay them to come on and play Watch Dogs 2 for a day.
Oh my god, I hate that.
But it's like they don't know how to. You can just see because they're like, oh man, I haven't played this game before. How are you gonna invite a random Twitch streamer who's never played Watch Dogs to just come in? Bro, I swear to God, they be making the dumbest influencer decisions, and then they only have like 100 people in the stream, and I'm like.
I saw this thing, Jay. I don't know if I think I told you about this, where it was like, you know, like Logic the rapper, like it was on his YouTube channel. It was him, Rhyme Style, and Afro, and like. Oh
yeah, those guys have been friends with him for a long time, I think.
Well, they're not friends with him. Afro, I mean, Rhyme Style just helped him set up his channel at like some event or something, like, and that was it. But
same thing. They're friends. If you talk to that nigga, you're friends.
I touched him one time, and we're best friends.
Oh like, man, he sneezed, and I told him bless you.
Yeah, I gave him tissues, so like we're hooked at the hip now.
Yeah,
but
we're basically best friends.
But like they were playing GTA, and I'm like, this is fucking dumb. None of these people make GTA videos, and they were all like confused. Like Afro was like driving into walls and shit. Like, so.
Oh my.
Am I infected by the YouTube ad revenue? Oh yeah, everybody's affected by that shit, bro. Like.
Oh, is that what people want us to talk about now? They want us to talk about YouTube?
I just saw some random Twitch.
Oh, because I was gonna say it's about that time. We're like an hour and some change in, and we haven't talked about YouTube at all. Like,
I was like what Afro thought when he was in here in the Discord the other day. He thought that all my videos were just getting demonetized because of like the kind of content that I make. I'm like, nah, I don't get that many views yet. Like maybe if I was on those H3 levels, but my videos just like I just get like the revenue cut type of thing, and everyone gets that. Like I think that's just a universal thing. Like even like I have like those Google Chrome extensions.
I'm still broke as fuck on YouTube, bro. Shit.
Yeah, and so for the people who make chump change on YouTube, now it's just like now you're not even making dimes now. You're making nickels.
Could you imagine being somebody that like just made enough to move out of their parents' house, like a couple 100,000, and all of a sudden it's just like it's just like man, you know what? YouTube is such a good thing. It's like their rent is exactly like $2,200 a month. Well, at least in LA, it's $2,200 a month, right? And they're making $2,400 a month off of YouTube, and they're just like, yes, got to get more views. Then all of a sudden, just slash that shit in half. Mom, can I move back home? Like no, we've already turned your room into a sex dungeon. Like what? Like.
So I honestly think there's going to be a lot of YouTubers, Jay, and maybe this is already happening, or unless they've been saving up and like they don't just go paycheck to paycheck, like I know a lot of people probably do. They're probably going to have to start like reconfiguring shit because like when I just look at like my channel, like because like what I will look at, like I have like these Google Chrome extensions that project how much revenue I'm supposed to get off a video, and usually it's accurate. Like well, it used to be accurate, so it'll say like, okay, this video is at like 10,000 views, you've made $20 off of it so far. And then I'll look on my YouTube app and it tells me how much money I've actually made. It's like, you made $7, so less than half. I'm like, wow, really? So when I see, because like when I looked at like the projected amount that I'm supposed to be making on my channel and the projected amount that I'm supposed to be, that Afro makes, they're almost the same. Like I think I'm only a couple $100 behind him. So I'm like, if this is all I'm making, then this is all you're making too, nigga. So I'm like, I know this shit is affecting you as well.
It's funny too. Like people were so shocked the other day when I did my Q&A video. By the way, if you guys missed that, there's a link on my channel, so you guys can go and check that out.
I had 10 ads in one video. It probably did that on its own.
I did.
think if a video is long enough.
I put 12 ads in my video, like every 15 minutes, and the video was like 3 hours long. Like
I have a preset. I always put an ad at 2, 4, 6, 8. And here's the thing with putting like ad breaks in videos: they don't play all of the ads. They only play like every third ad.
Yeah, some are like
and
fly-in ads, and some of them are like just like pop-ups. Some of them are
like,
ads.
If you're on your phone, you might not even see most of them. And then like a lot of times, most of them, I actually think all of them you can skip. And then. So like I don't understand. I mean, I don't like. I think when I started doing it at first, I started to get like complaints about this, and now, and I was even saying this. Like I uploaded like a few minutes ago my reading hate comments and stuff. And one of the things I noticed is that I don't really get that many hate comments anymore. I feel like most of the people on my channel just get how I am, and they just like this is how things are.
That's because all the fuck niggas left, or they're quiet now. That's what it is.
Everybody or they get bullied off my channel by my subs. So like. Nobody really complains about the ads because they just know that how it is. In fact, I saw a comment earlier today. Someone's like, "Oh man, all these ads made me bust a nut or some shit." Like I'm like, okay, but when you think about how many ads get skipped, how many people have ad block on? Hell yeah, I'm gonna put extra ads in there.
Bro, first of all, TV has way more ads than YouTube. So if you're still watching television, you can't skip those, my nigga. Like
and you're already getting free shit. You have to pay for. So you know how normal like most like sites and stuff. You get the content and they get you the ads and stuff, and you pay premium to take the ads away. Yeah. TV is the one thing that you pay for, and they still force you to watch ads. So on YouTube, you're getting this shit for free, and you're complaining about getting ads, and especially when you can skip them or you have an ad block on. Like
you can't leave comments on a TV show. By the way, I just want to let all you.
Yeah, if you guys don't like, I mean, like once again, I'm preaching to the choir right now because, like I said, most of you guys watching don't care. But if you don't like the ads, get YouTube Red, and then I get paid anyway, so that works as well. So,
hey, listen, man.
I mean, I'm just hoping that like all these people went to that YouTube summit, and they were saying, things might get better, they might be fixing things. So I keep lurking on Filter Franco's channel, waiting for him to upload a video to be like, all right, guys, the apocalypse is over. But I don't know.
I don't think that's coming anytime soon. I'm just waiting on getting the JustJaySama YouTube Red series. That's what I'm waiting on. They gave PewDiePie one, so.
Yeah, I'm not relying on YouTube ad revenue to fix itself. I'm just gonna have you guys donate to my Patreon and buy my shirts, and I'm gonna make that. I'm working on that video series that I'm gonna start putting on my Patreon as well.
I bought 12 shirts.
I'm just gonna start selling.
Wait, you bought how many of his shirts?
I bought 12 shirts in my mind.
You didn't buy 12 shirts.
I was gonna say. I thought he said 2 shirts. Shirts. I was like, so you bought 2 shirts but didn't buy a single JustJaySama hoodie? Fuck you.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised how many shirts I've sold already. But then the thing also is just like, but then if I make a video and that video has 5,000 views and it gets 10 purchases, that's like nothing. Like,
but hey man, not everybody is that watches. I think when it comes to spending money, obviously the ratio of like people who watch a video and then end up subscribing, like you should expect like 10% of your views like to either already be people that are sub to you or like some type of very minuscule number. But then when it grows to more than that, it's like, okay, great. But when it comes to spending money, your projection should be a lot lower. It's just like, 10,000 views. Like, I expect maybe 3 people. Like, 3 people at the minimum, and then like maybe 100 at the maximum. I'm not expecting a whole lot. So if I'm not expecting a whole lot, then I can brace myself for the worst situation possible, and then I can compensate for that.
Arm. Where?
So, it's because you're ashy again.
I'm always ashy, man. You see, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, well, I told you I was doing this, Jay. Like, I wrote my name on my knee and then took a picture and posted it on Instagram.
I saw. I thought that was. I was just like, he really posted this. Like, my nigga.
I take pride in my ashiness. Listen, only black people have the luxury to be able to make artwork on their skin. So I'm ashy and proud. That's natural. That's natural. Like even. I was talking to my aunt the other day, and I was like, she's like, "Oh man, I love your hair." I'm about to get a haircut. She's like, "Come on, you gotta go all natural." I'm like, "No, fuck that. What the hell? I ain't walking around nappy ass hair." But I mean, that's the society we live in. All black girls putting on lotion and straightening their hair. They should embrace their culture. Walk around with ashy ass kneecaps and nappy ass hair. I ain't gonna touch you, but I think that's what you should do.
Nah, you good.
No. No.
Heavily try to get sponsored. Damn straight, I'm trying to get sponsored. I don't even like. You know what I noticed too? Since both of us have been watching both of us have been watching a bunch of David Dobrik's vlogs. He plugs his shirts in all of his videos. So, like, if David Dobrik's got it figured out, like, I'm taking notes, man.
Yeah, but David Dobrik was a Viner, and Vine didn't directly pay their creators. They just hooked them up with sponsorship, support, advertisement, stuff like that. So, like, Vine got paid by like different, you know, like Facebook and shit like that in order to like for their partnerships to work and shit, and then they just paid their creators that way. Like, it's simple. It's just mathematics. Yeah. That's all it really is. So. I think it's dope. I think it's awesome. Keep rocking your shit. I wish I wish more shit for you, because every time you succeed, then 5% of those people end up on my channel somehow. So thanks, I appreciate it. It's like David Dobrik. It's just like you're my version of David Dobrik, and I'm Jason Moss. Like this, that's how simple it is. So. But
yeah, I have like a series like, and then I already understand this is that like there is like no end goal. It's just like a series of milestones. It's like, once I hit this milestone, I'm just trying to get to this milestone. Like, I feel like I've hit a few milestones, but then there's always a new one, and that's just human nature. Like, I've just accepted that. Like, you're never gonna get to a point where you're satisfied. You're always gonna keep wanting more, and I think that's a good thing though. That like that's like some people have that. Like, and we've heard this all the time, Jay. Like, one of the biggest times I reference it was that chicken Shameless, and like I've heard Gary Vee say it. I've heard there's someone else I heard. It was a woman that I heard say this. Trying to remember who it was.
A woman said something smart. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, believe it or not, I don't remember who she was. But basically, as the saying goes, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur in any field, you shouldn't. The woman that said this, I don't remember who she was, but basically what she said is that you shouldn't have to tell somebody like, oh, I remember, it was Casey Neistat's wife, Candace. She was
Candace. Oh, I'm listening now.
Yeah, she was on it. She was on an interview on some YouTube channel about her company Billy, where she makes jewelry and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And man, Candace is such a savage. Like, I love some shit she said, how she was like she's just like, I just don't give a fuck about people. Like, I'm like, damn, what a badass. Like, she's like, you could compliment me or insult me. I don't care either way. Like, I'm just me.
I'm
like,
still out here getting this money. Like,
yeah, she even says that she hates being in Casey's vlogs, but she does it because she knows that it's important to him. So like just straight up like, but
Candace is a real
Candace was the one who said that. She's like, oh, what advice would you have for other people, other aspiring entrepreneurs? She's like, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't need advice. You have that drive, you have that like that part in your body that forces you to keep pushing forward and keep growing. Like, if you don't, like, it's not for everybody. Like, if you don't have that, it's not for you. Go get a job. Like go get a 9-to-5. Like. And I believe that. Like, remember in that Shameless episode where she was like, what's your advice for first-time business owners? She's like, don't do it. Like, being an employee is way easier.
It's
way less stressful
funny.
than being the boss.
It's so funny that you say that, because during my Q&A video, I was talking about it this week, and I kept getting this. I probably got this question like 6 or 7 times. Like, where do you see your YouTube channel going? Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to go into? And I told niggas, I was just like, I'm trying to have my fucking YouTube channel be my day job, like, but I wanted to just basically be a side project, and everybody was like so confused. I was just like, yeah, I got like 30, 40 other things going on right now. Like, I'm not concerned about YouTube. And somebody asked me about how much money I made, and I was just like, well, honestly, like, I only make $100 every 6 months, so don't worry about it. Now it's every 9 months, thanks to the ad cuts or whatever. But who gives a shit?
I can't really, yeah.
So I was telling him, I was like, listen, man, it's one of those things where I don't think I could ever see myself being homeless because I work too fucking hard. So like, there's like I'll sell all sorts of shit if I have to. Like, I'll get a job doing one thing while doing something else on the side. Like, I'll be working at a restaurant but selling crack in the bathroom or something. Like, bro, like, I'm about to get this money, man.
The
like,
fuck?
Yeah, I'm about to get this money, bro. Like,
oh man, I'm trying to charge my phone. It's turning off my audio. Oh, there it goes.
So I don't have no issues fucking hustling on the side, bro. And not only that, my YouTube channel too, the way I'm just like gaining subs at this point, like, bro, if this could just happen for like a good steady amount of time, I think once I get to 10K, I'll probably be like, okay, I'm cool for a minute, and okay, let's keep going. Like, I'll probably take a breather.
Yeah, well, I've never got to a point in subs where I'm like, all right, I'm cool now. Like, but that does happen to people though. Like, I feel like some people, they get to that milestone and they're like,
I mean,
all right,
I think by the time I get to 10K, I think I deserve a 3-day vacation. Like, I think I do. Like, And then just
you'll probably
vlog the whole
take so
time,
many
so-
vacations up until that point, anyways, Jay. Let's be
Listen. They're not. They're work vacations though. I always work.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be just a legit vacation where I'm not doing anything. I mean, of course I'll still be vlogging, but you know.
I can't do that honestly. Like, and that's like, and once again, I was talking to my sister about this too.
It's physically painful, right? It's just like, man, I just have so
Yeah,
much shit to do.
it's really strange. Like, I don't know. I didn't like. I guess like I just don't want to talk to her about this kind of stuff a lot. But like, I didn't realize my sister's like my second youngest sister. Her interest in music, like she used to listen to like fucking like Paramore and like Selena Gomez and all that shit. But now she's like listening to Big Sean and Frank Ocean and shit. So yeah, so we were talking about like Big Sean, and I was like, oh yeah, this is why I like his lyrics and shit. Like,
hold on, I'm trying to log onto my YouTube channel on Overwatch.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I'm trying to log onto my YouTube channel in Overwatch right now. Hold on. I'm in front of
enter the wrong password. But yeah, but like I remember when I went to Hawaii and like I was just like, and the first thing that I had to do was like and you probably remember this, when I recorded like 5 videos in advance and then just scheduled them throughout the week while I was gone, so it didn't seem like I was gone. And I even remember that was when ReZero was airing, because I remember I had to do my review on like a hotel bed from my phone or something.
Oh man,
but
great times, my nigga.
Yeah, but like the whole time I was there, I was enjoying myself, but I just couldn't wait till I got home. The worst time was when I was in Atlanta for like 3 days or something like that. And I was just like, it was like torture. I was just like, oh, YouTube withdraw.
Oh wait, by being in Atlanta, what you're saying is being in Atlanta gave you hives.
No, I mean just
okay.
like
no. I'm just trying to make sure that the ATL is disgusting and dirty according to Heavenly Controller. So you all heard it here.
I mean, it was like all raining and muggy and shit, and like obviously, you know, I'm not used to that California weather.
Don't add extra adjectives that you didn't put in there the first time. You know goddamn well you said that place is dirty and disgusting. I heard you right here and now.
I don't know.
The ATL smells like dirty feet.
I didn't use any of those nouns. Okay.
Didn't he just say that, Dimension? Word for word, he just said ATL is dirty and disgusting.
He said it smelled like dirty feet.
Oh my
Dirty
god.
Oh, okay,
that's probably the worst comment I've ever heard in my life, man. You are so, you're going to hell. There's a very special place in hell for you, for people who talk shit about ATL.
Okay, hey, you want this? Hey, fuck Atlanta. I don't give a shit. Like,
wow. That was such a great show, though. Oh my god, how could you say this? 2 Golden
why you gotta do
Globes.
that to me?
What is wrong with you? 2 Golden Globes. See, this is why Donald Glover will never work with you.
Hey,
See,
hey,
I knew it.
No, Atlanta the show is straight fire.
But you can't have it both ways, Heavenly.
Okay, you know that Atlanta the place is shit when Donald Glover shits on the show in his show, or shits on the place in his show. Like,
but he doesn't. I mean, you did.
Okay, Jay. Okay.
I can't believe you. I thought you were better than that.
I can't wait for
offended.
Unfollow, unsub, report, block,
report,
unnigger. Can I unnigger you?
DDoS.
DDoS. Listen, me and Nightshade don't fuck around with DDoSing, bro. We don't fuck around with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's spider still on my wall. I haven't taken it off yet. It's just smashed there. So.
But
yeah,
I don't think this YouTube stuff is really bothering me so far. I'm just loving building my, I guess my name. I guess I say because I was telling people, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to use my YouTube channel to make a day job, and everybody was like, a fucking day job? Are you serious? I was like, yeah, bro. Like back when I was trying to like get production jobs and shit, there was a couple of people who had like YouTube channels with like 500 subscribers and shit, and they got like a producer job before I could get one. I was like, man, that's bullshit. So now I'm never gonna let that shit happen to me. Fuck that. Oh hell no. Absolutely.
Wait, what happened to you?
Because when I was an intern at Sony, I was trying to basically like keep my job or whatever, and they were like, oh yeah, we need production assistants. And so there was this one guy who wasn't an intern there. He was just applying out of the blue, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh yeah, Mr. Jordan, we're not going to take your application, but thank you for applying. Like, we decided to go with a different candidate. And I was like, well, can you tell me why? And they were like, no, you were the perfect candidate. He just had a more larger social media following. I was like, okay. And then when I looked the guy up, he only had like 500 subscribers on YouTube and shit. And I was like, wow, you guys really gave him a full-on production job with 500 subscribers. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. I get all day, every day. I get contacted by all these people, and they try to. They know that it's like they can't they like that they know what they're doing when they put it like they'll send you the email and in the subject line it'll be like YouTube business inquiry. I'm like, oh, is this a sponsorship or something? And I click on it and read it. No, it's some nigga trying to get me to join their MCN, and then I'm like, that's why you didn't put MCN in the subject line, because you know the word MCN is taboo because MCNs are trash. So for those YouTubers out there, I'm telling you guys right now, don't.
I wonder if MCNs are somehow like, I don't know. You know what would be really interesting and very beneficial for MCNs is if now they were like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna help you guys with the with the ad boycott or whatever. Like if they could somehow saying that if MC, hold on, let me actually.
Well,
say
in a way, some MCNs do that.
Let me actually say what the fuck I'm saying because I'm just like circle jerking my own fucking words. If MCNs had direct contact to YouTube on like, oh, this channel is safe for work, this channel is inappropriate, this channel's this channel's that, like. You know, like if MCNs actually had that connection instead of just saying, oh yeah, we're just a bunch of group of people who just want to circle jerk your money and just, you know, take money from your views that you worked for and then give you nothing in return. I mean, if they didn't do that would be awesome. But unfortunately, all MCNs are shit. I mean, maybe makers don't.
No, like I'm sure there are MCNs out there that do that. Like with Philip DeFranco's one, where like you can't sign up for that one. You actually have to be invited, basically. But for some channels, yeah, I do think that they do that kind of stuff with them. Like they link up, like they have like some type of access to YouTube, or like they might have like sponsorships, like that they actually like take the time to find the YouTuber sponsorships for them and bring it to them. Like, hey, if you make a video and like you show this person's like have this car just in the background the whole time, or you make a video where you're vlogging and you're driving the car. You don't even have to shout it out. Just be in the car, drive around in the car, show it in your video. We'll pay you $200,000 or something like that. And so, but that's for big channels, though. That's for bigger channels, though. MCNs actually help those bigger channels. But if you have these channels where any little guy with 100 subs can sign up, there's
that's a pure sign right there that you should probably not affiliate with those people. Like
they're literally just trying to strip pennies off of all these small little channels and just like gather up pennies.
Pennies add up. So, like, you know, if you have 1,000, you know, of these little guys who make videos that make like 10 cents in like 3 weeks or whatever, you know, then you know you're Gucci. Like all you have to do is just keep adding up that 10 cents. Hundreds of thousands
of people.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of people trying to be. Oh man, I want to be a YouTuber. It's so funny because I was reading more of Charlemagne's book, right? And I got to the chapter about fuck your dreams, and let me tell you how this inspired your boy so fucking much because I was just like, yo, yeah, like YouTube's not my dream, dude. Like not in the slightest, like at fucking all. It's the opportunities that YouTube brings, like the fact that I can meet so many fucking people and do so many things and you know, acquire all these partnerships and shit, and then just, you know, build my own boat somewhere and sail out on the sea. Like, I was just like, man, this shit is just so lit because I just see tons of people, tons and tons and tons and tons of people who want to be like FaZe and fucking PewDiePie and all these other people because they'll use them as examples. Is like, why are you guys trying to live somebody else's dream? You know, some of you not supposed to be YouTubers. What the fuck? Like, some of you niggas need to be at McDonald's flipping them fries over, making sure they hot for your boy JustJaySama because I'm pulling up in the Maserati. Okay?
That's kind of what you say already. Like, that's what you say already, Jay. Like, nah, none of y'all be YouTubers. I ain't trying to get competition.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody can be a fucking YouTuber. Like, that's what's so strange. Because the fact that you have some people who have to Google how to get subs, how to make videos, how to do these other things. Like, okay, that's great when you want to start, but then you can't just keep asking me every 2 weeks, Jay, can you give me a shout out? Jay, can you do this for me? Jay, can you do that for me? You know, how did you do this? How did you do that? It's called work, my nigga. If you can't figure out this,
no one's ever got subs off of asking a sub for a sub or asking for a shout
Bro,
out.
don't even get it twisted. Like, nobody has ever gotten famous off of doing nothing. You know what? Like, a lot of people like to throw shade at Kim Kardashian and the entire Kim Kardashian, like, the entire... I have to call them an empire now because that's basically what they are. Like, the entire Kardashian-Jenner empire, bro. First of all, it was work sucking Ray J's dick. All right, Kim had to put in the time and the effort and the hours to make sure her dick sucking game was on point.
Of sucking dick.
Not only that, she had to hang around with Paris Hilton, looking like a Oompa Loompa for like 4 or 5 years until she got her come up. She was like, you know what? Let me fuck a real baller. All of a sudden, next thing you know, my man is licking his lips in a fucking sex tape, and boom, she blew the fuck up. Now her whole family is sitting on stacks, bro. Let me tell you how I'm trying to hop into this like Jenner dynasty right now. I want to one day just be walking through the mall or something and just bump into Kendall or Kylie and just be like, oh, excuse me, miss. Wow, you were just like, do I know you from somewhere? And it's just like, that's it. Once you don't know that they're a Kardashian, they'll be like, oh my God, you're a normal person who doesn't know who I am?
That's Jay's dream. So run into a Kardashian and pretend you don't know her and keep walking.
Exactly. It's just like, I'm so sorry, miss. You dropped this. And she's like, wait, well, I didn't drop anything. Yes, you did. You dropped your smile. And that's it. It's over. It's over. That's it. That's my end. I'm just like, hey, do you live around here? No, I'm actually, I'm just, I'm a hustler from Long Beach. I'm just out here just trying to, do everything. And she's like, oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, it's like I do make YouTube videos though, and they're fucking hilarious.
My goal is kind of similar to Jay's. Mine is I basically just I just need to get a selfie with Kendall Jenner, posted my Instagram. That's it. I'm Shia LaBeouf and I'm putting a bag over my head. I'm running away. You're never seeing me again. That's all I gotta do.
Bring the selfie stick.
Make sure you always have the selfie stick in the back pocket, bro.
Always have it on hand, just in case it happens.
But that's just plan C. I mean, there's like all of this is really just route A, but just like different divergent paths. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like
this
everything
is the
already
Blade Wars arc that we're on right now, right?
Exactly.
We're on the limited Blade Wars route.
Like I be telling people like, listen, y'all don't see it yet, but your boy is Archer, okay? Like we're not fucking around out here, like.
Your boy is Emi Ashiro. Like, just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct. Okay?
Exactly. Like, just because logically it makes sense what you're saying, it doesn't actually mean anything. Like, it's not adding up, fam. Like, so I'm just saying that because maybe some people need to find their niche, man. Like, it's just so stupid how I see so many people like just coming into live streams just like, oh, hey, can you give me a shout out? And then it's just like, yeah, let me go look up your channel. And I pull up your channel on stream and you have no videos. Like that is
always,
the ultimate way.
Every
for me
time
to
someone asks for a shout out, you go to
like.
their channel and they have no videos. Like, you know what's so weird? You have these channels and like sometimes like someone will leave some hate comment on my video or something, and I'll look out. It'll be like something gaming YT like for YouTube. I'm like, all right, well let's see what this guy's got. And I was like, why is your channel like some like YouTuber channel name? But then you go on your channel and it's empty. The fuck?
Not only that, when I see people put YT in their name, like in their actual YouTube name, it's like, what website do you think I'm on? Like, I know I'm clearly on YouTube. Why does your YouTube name have YT in it? Like, what? How pointless is that? It's just so fucking stupid. It's JYT Gamer. Fuck you, Nice.
Can I just say from a perspective from someone who does like say Instagram or whatnot, because shout outs, they don't do anything, and I think.
Hey, shout out to Ultimate Fusions. All right, continue.
Yeah. They don't do anything. I think
all it really does is just embarrass you. All it makes is like, really if I have 10,000 followers that went and they looked at your shit because I gave somebody a shout out, and they're just like, Jay, there's nothing on this page. Not only do I look like slightly an idiot, but you definitely look like a fucking idiot now. It's just like, how are you gonna ask JustJaySama for a fucking shout out, but you don't even have anything to shout out? Are you serious? How dare you waste his fucking time? Then you get
shout out to the nigga with no subs.
Shout out to all the niggas with no subs, bro. Just out here watching my videos.
On their Instagram page who has nothing but pictures of their cats and cookies and fucking birthday parties.
Whoa. Watch your fucking mouth. Don't you ever say that, you ignorant bitch. How dare you disrespect cats and cookies? I cannot believe you, Dimension. I thought you were more cultured.
Hey, listen,
than this.
I have to respond to something. When people call somebody a thought, I don't consider that an insult. I love thoughts. They're amazing. I don't know that.
You know why? I have a theory.
All this, what?
You know why they call them thoughts? Because you're constantly thinking about that bitch. That's why.
I agree. But no, I'm irritated by slut shaming because I don't think calling someone a slut is slut shaming, but shaming the slut is slut shaming. Because the whole purpose of calling it slut shaming is that you're shaming sluts. Like, but we're not denying that they're sluts. We're just saying that to shame them. That's it. But I think being a slut is fine.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I've had some of the greatest times of my life with thoughts. So I'm like, you want your bitch to not be a hoe? You want her to be like, fucking like saving her chastity for marriage?
Shit? No, thanks.
Yeah, is that what you want? Exactly. Hey, who was that? There was some stand-up. I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was like Chris Rock or something. He's like, I don't want to be your first. Like, I want you to be a hoe. That means you got experience. Like I don't want you to come at me not knowing how to suck the dick. It's like that one Kanye West song. It's like, who told you how to get sexy for a nigga?
Yeezy taught me. I gotta thank that nigga Yeezy.
Right.
Who taught you how to put some Jimmy Choos on? Yeezy taught me. Who reupholstered your pussy? Yeezy reupholstered my pussy. I'm seeing parts of Pussy Town I ain't never seen before. I didn't even know they made pussies like this. Like,
right.
So shout out to Chris Rock.
I volunteer to do that. Let me send my bitch to some nigga that can fuck her right and teach her all these things, then send her back.
Oh man, absolutely. Like,
don't your boy.
Listen, I'm the kind of guy. I buy my car used. Okay, I want some miles on it. I'm not buying that shit brand new. It gets a malfunction, then I gotta be the one to fix it or send it back for repairs.
I'm not trying to send it back for the faulty warranty. That's not for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to somebody breaking my shoes for me. Thank you very much.
Break. Just let me get a couple of scratches and dings on it. Oh, so it works, right? Okay, it's guaranteed it works. So
it's like when you break a bone and it regenerates stronger. She need to get hit around. She need to get smacked in the ass a few times.
That's actually
so that when you smack her in the ass,
Dr. Oz
leave a
says
handprint.
that's actually a common misconception. Your bone is actually weaker, but you know, whatever. It's not like Dr. Oz is giving good advice before, even though he fucking has.
Is he even a doctor? He's self-proclaimed unprofessionally licensed. Cause
yes, yeah, he is. He's a legitimate doctor.
Well, I'm a legitimate doctor too. I just don't have my degree.
I'm Dr. JustJaySama. Okay, I have a doctorate in YouTubeology and YouTube industry. So
yeah, I have a doctorate in getting bitches and fucking money. So
YouTube. Lucid said he's like, yeah, nobody ever wants to put in the fucking work. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, and then when you tell people it's gonna be work, they'll be like, what? I thought YouTube was easy. Like, just make some videos or whatever. Like, oh, did I tell you I ran into?
Shit is easy.
I went to the store yesterday, or was it? Yeah, it was this morning, and I ran into this girl that I used to know from like a long ass time ago, and it was like, she was telling me about this guy that we knew in college, who I also went to high school with. I was like, oh yeah, what's dude up to? And she was just like, well, you know, he's a manager at Ralph's. I said,
your fucking reaction,
I
bro.
looked her dead in the face and was just like, trying so hard not to fucking laugh. Like, oh my god.
So what is Ralph's to those who are uneducated in your ways of where you live?
What is Ralph's? You don't got Ralph's where you live?
Fuck no, dude. I ain't no Ralph's in Alaska.
Ralph's is a grocery store, my guy.
Yeah, you live in Alaska?
Ralph's in Florida,
oh shit, yeah. You go out ice picking in the winter and shit?
Hey, yes,
I've been making fun of this man for months about living in Alaska. You are just now hearing this. Anyway, so like she was just telling me, she's like, oh yeah, so what do you do? Well, I'm kind of an entrepreneur. She's like, oh, what do you do? Well, I'm in the mergers and acquisitions business. And she was like, what does that mean? Basically, I buy companies that you've never heard of to sell to people that you don't even know, and I make money off of it. She's like, does that pay really well? I was like, well, like $26 an hour. And she was like, what? I was like, what's the big deal? I'm also a YouTuber. She was like, huh? She's like, she couldn't even contemplate having a YouTube channel. I was like, yeah, I just hit 1,000 subscribers this week. She was like, I'm sorry, you have 1,000 subscribers? And I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, do you want to?
Yeah, I sometimes forget, Jay.
I was like, no, I don't need no e-thoughts this early. Like, I only have 1,000 subscribers.
E-thoughts?
Like, yeah, I don't need no e-thoughts. As soon as I told her, 1,000 subscribers, that was, the thing that blew her mind. Like, she was just like, oh, my God. Like yeah, better than that other nigga at Ralph's, huh?
I sometimes forget how, having subscribers, regardless of what your channel is, has, an effect on other normal people. Because, I was even talking to my sister in Japan on the phone the other day. And she was like, she was watching some video of mine. She's like, oh, you were talking about this video where you got this girl or something like that. I was like, I don't believe that story. And I'm like, you realize I got a YouTube channel, right? I'm like, if some nigga walked up to you and told you that he had 50,000 subscribers, what would
60,
you do?
60,000.
And then she's just, 60,000 now. I'm gonna have 70,000 tomorrow.
Get the number correct, nigga. That. Don't you ever disrespect my nigga heavenly control.
And then she hesitated at where she's like, no. I'm like, hesitation. That's what I fucking thought. So get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, I mean, Jay out here getting bitches with 1,000 subs. So if I got that,
listen, man, your boy is not trying to listen. I'm a domesticated animal now. So you know, if I run into a chick,
if I got those 5 figures. Well, Jay ain't getting he ain't getting bitches. He just kind of he got them looking at him.
I'm just running into him. That's it. I'm just
he got those gazelles. He got those gazelles spotting the planes to spot him and shit. And then
your boy is out here just plotting for the throne and shit. I'm just one of the fodder lions, you know, in the Lion King, one of the ones hanging out in the background who was just like, Scar is taking over, and it's just like, yeah, wait, what? Huh? There's hyenas now. You know what? Yeah, I'm down with this. Whatever. Stuff, and you know,
Jay's one of those lions that was just like, you know what, I'll let Scar do his shit. I'm just gonna save my meat for the winter. So
and then when Simba show up, he'd be like, yeah, Simba kick his ass. And be like, but if he wins though, go Scar. Like,
oh, so Jay a bandwagoner is what he's saying.
Yeah, he's pretty much. Like I'm just that nigga in the background. Like I'm over here. I'm not getting Nala's mom. I'm getting like Nala's sister because she was just like, well, I can't get the king, but there's this other nigga with 1,000 subs.
Nah, see, I'm the opposite, right? I'm one of those lions where like Scar takes over, and I'm like, I ain't gonna support him. I'm just gonna be low key plotting. I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the guy sending like secret messages over to Hakuna Matata land. So when Simba comes, I'll be like, all right, here's the back door and shit. Then he comes in, and then he wins, and I'm like, yeah. And then if he loses,
he's behind the coup. It's Heavenly who's behind the coup. I'm just chilling in the background. I'm just like, y'all niggas got something to eat though. Like,
I'm like low key. I'm like Varys from Game of Thrones, except with a dick. Like that's basically who I am. Like I'm just sitting there, like, you know, I'm just, you know, I know Littlefinger and shit. We might talk, we might connive in the shadows every once in a while. I might have known
I'm just one of the
Joffrey,
employees at the brothel, man. I'm good. I'm
right.
like,
I might have known that.
I'm
Joffrey
just here because the paycheck is good.
I did it though. Like, yeah, like.
Oh, is that Joffrey coming in the whorehouse? Man, I ain't seen shit, bro. I ain't seen a goddamn thing. It's a nice paycheck I'm getting here though.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I was just there to pour the wine, bro. I don't know what's going on. It might be poison, it might not be. I don't know.
Shit, I mean, Joffrey, you can't blame me, bro. I was just pouring the shit, man.
It was a coin toss. Yeah. Hey, that nigger midget over there, maybe it was him. I don't know.
That's exactly who it was. You know what? I saw him touching that with his little grubby little fingers. Look at the little fingerprints on here, man. That nigga did it. That nigga did it, man. Ain't nobody hands this.
I don't even got balls. What are you talking about? I ain't
Come on, bro. You know, I don't nobody give a fuck about me. So.
Hey, also a moment of silence for a little Grey Worm. What the fuck that nigga's name is? He ain't got no dick. He can't fuck Missandei looking savage as fuck.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah. Also, real moment of
silence.
silence.
Man.
A real moment of silence for Big Black Boykin. He passed this past week. So
who?
You ever watched that show Robin Big?
He's dead?
Yeah, he died.
Oh my god, yeah.
Get out of here. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Do you spend like no time on Twitter?
Hey, Mom, where's Dad?
Checking right now.
He had to get up and leave. So, you know what? Chat, everybody, a moment of silence. Can I get some RIPs posted up in the chat? Christopher Big Black Boykin passed this past week. He was truly a legend to a lot of us, especially me. Like, that was one of the moments watching MTV where I was just like, man, you know what?
Get that spider and put it in the trash. Keep talking.
Where I was just like, you know what? This is definitely something like I knew from that moment. Well, first of all, from seeing Will Smith in Men in Black and like Will Smith on Fresh Prince, I was like, man, I want to be on TV. But Christopher Big Black Boykin was like a staple to me because he was just on TV just because he was friends with somebody who was a professional skateboarder.
Yeah.
And you know what? Not only did he go to create his own professional business, you know, his own security firm. My man had stacks. Okay, he took an opportunity and he ran with it. So big RIP to my man's.
And he was a family man. He had a daughter, I believe.
Yeah, he did. So, you know,
he was a father.
To his you know, all the respects to his family, man. That shit is devastating. We lost another great in television, bro. It's only a matter of time until I don't know, maybe
he was still young.
It's only a matter of time until they take Morgan Freeman, bro. Like, can you believe?
Oh no!
Although
God, don't say that.
Although Morgan Freeman is God, so I mean, it's fine.
Yo, it's only a matter of time before they take Stanley too.
Listen, I don't care.
If they take Morgan Freeman, he just gonna go back to his regular office.
I don't give a shit. Right. They could take Stanley. Like
Morgan Freeman was already dead. He's already got so.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's immortal, bro. Like,
he was clocking finally, but okay, I'm gone. I'm gonna clock in.
I'm actually gonna be a little pissed off when I die and like, you know, I go to heaven and where they make the decision. All right, your ass is going back down. They'll probably be like, you know what? You're gonna have to talk to the big man on this one. I'm like, all right, cool. Bring on Morgan Freeman. And if God's voice is not Morgan Freeman, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be very.
Oh my god,
that shit is just gonna be.
Can't do this.
Ridiculous. Like
the funny part is I can see Jay totally saying that too.
Absolutely, bro. I'm gonna be turning around to everybody else in the line. Hey, God's not Morgan Freeman. Everybody's just gonna go, oh, like just universally.
The whole line turns around.
Yeah, and you'd be like, you know what? No, just send me to hell. I don't even want to go up there.
It's gonna conveniently be a bunch of people that thinks just like Jay too.
Yeah, no. If God had a voice, it would be Morgan Freeman, bro. Like it's not even up for debate.
Not what I died for.
Yeah, I didn't die to come to heaven for this bullshit, bro. Like who the fuck?
Where's Morgan Freeman?
Or you know, I will take as a runner-up, I will take Christopher Walken. You know, Christopher Walken, I feel like would be a great.
Yo, low-key, I feel like if I went to Madison Square Garden and yelled out Morgan Freeman wasn't God, there'd be a riot. That wouldn't surprise me.
Bro, you don't even have to die like before you even realize it. Like, man.
All I'm saying is that if Morgan Freeman dies and Morgan Freeman's and Morgan Freeman's not narrated by Morgan Freeman when they freaking have his funeral, I'm gonna have some fucking problems.
Yeah, if Morgan Freeman is not narrating his own funeral, then I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, what is this bullshit?
I almost spit out my drink. What the fuck? That would be amazing, though. I just imagine Morgan Freeman's voice. Morgan Freeman was a great man. Some believe he was God.
And in some regard, he was right.
I feel like Morgan Freeman's one of those people who, like, he's just never gonna die, and then, like, a few years will pass and people will notice, this nigga's still alive. Hey, aren't you supposed? You old? Like, just like, I'm God. Like,
I feel like that's lucky how people feel about Stanley right
I
now.
do not age. Not only do I not age.
I know there are some, or like Hugh Hefner. Some of these people, they just always been old, and they just like never die. Like,
yeah, Hugh Hefner's still alive. He's still out here getting bitches, bro. Dick
he's
don't
still
even
fucking.
work.
He's still fucking people too. Like, he's still out there swinging his dick around in the Playboy Mansion and shit.
Yeah, my guy is. When he dies, I feel like I'll be more upset for Hugh Hefner dying than I would Stan Lee.
True. It's kind of funny. You get all these young people dying and shit, like, but all these old niggas like Hugh Hefner, Morgan Freeman,
You know why?
Stan
Because
Lee.
they're fucking healthy. That's why. You know these young niggas out here, man. They don't give a fuck about their lives.
Stan Lee out here. Stan Lee out here making cameos in every Marvel movie.
I want to see like a major YouTuber die. I mean, I don't want to see that. I just want to see the world's reaction, like if a major YouTuber were to die, like like a fucking.
I feel like if a major YouTuber would die, like I honestly feel like millennials care more about YouTubers than actual celebrities. Like I feel like celebrities live in this bubble where they think they're important, but like really no one gives a shit about them. And like
except for Will Smith.
I'd be lucky mad if Will Smith died.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be livid if it, you know if that shit happened. So I'd be like, no, this isn't real. This isn't real. Like Will Smith is just one of those.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, oh yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a close second to God for Morgan Freeman. I would agree.
Who the fuck is
I was
that?
offended. My dad didn't know Neil deGrasse Tyson was. I was so mad.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Well, you a fuckboy. You don't count.
Hey, fuck you. No.
You live in Alaska, my nigga. There's a lot of things I don't hold you to. I don't hold you to the same standard as a normal person. I mean, I know his name, but what was he in? He's not a movie star. He's an astrophysicist.
Oh,
yeah, he's an astrophysicist.
What?
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Don't you ever disrespect that man like that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the one who roasted all the niggas and said the world was flat.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know what you're talking
about. Man, you need to watch some of his shows. He's like,
I don't know who he is, but
he's basically the Black Bill Nye. Does that explain it to you, Cracker?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that fucking guy. You fucking idiot.
Okay.
He's got one of those Morgan Freeman voices. You just like time.
He's like, the nigger Bill Nye. Yeah, I know who that is.
The dude with the fucking TV show.
No, the TV show? Yeah. You mean the one that's on television?
Yes.
Oh my God, you fuck. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm fucking mocking you. Like,
I know you are, you dumbass.
So
I know what you're talking about though.
But yeah, R.I.P. to Christopher Big Black Boykin, man.
I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was on
that dude had
that Hot Wings show. I forget what it was called. I think like First Week Feast. I think it's called
First Week Feast. Scary.
I want to get on that show because like I've seen like Charlamagne the God has been on there.
And I'm just trying to get on Uncommon Sense, bro, because I see niggas off
H3 was on there. They need to get Philip DeFranco on that show. That was like, come on. I feel like he should ask to go on that show. They had Kevin Hart on that show, but Kevin Hart is like he goes on.
Kevin Hart is everywhere. He's just like, man, y'all want me on Sesame Street? I got you. Like, y'all want me where? Y'all want me as a background dancer on a Britney Spears video? Listen, I don't agree with it, but I'll be there. Like,
you know what? I could probably get Kevin Hart on my video. I could probably get Samuel Jackson on my video too.
Samuel Jackson will do anything, bro.
Samuel Jackson will do anything. Samuel Jackson will mow your lawn for you. Like.
Yeah, that man. He's just like, I get acting credit for it though, right? You don't have to pay me, so.
Yeah. Just be like. I've seen some YouTube channels that have like no subs get like the most random people on their channel, and then even those videos, even when they get the celebrity on their channel, the video still gets no views sometimes. Like, on that channel that I was telling you about where they interviewed Candace, that channel has like 4,000 subs or something, and that's the only video on their channel that has like 300,000 views. And then the rest of their videos, they had like Harry Styles and all these other people on there, and those videos got like 2,000 views or some shit. I'm like, so you got an interview? Like, you see that a lot. I wonder what you need to do, because I see that those like these small channels that get interviews with these big celebrities for like a movie or something. Like, I wonder if there's just like a set where there's anyone can walk in and get their time to interview them or whatever. And they get like these random people get to interview these celebrities, and then they just have no channels or anything. So,
I want to interview Barack Obama. That'd be
Yeah.
lit. Or Chance the Rapper. That'd be lit too.
That's why I say some of these YouTubers are bigger than some celebrities. Because like when I saw that video where Liza Koshy met Obama, most celebrities haven't met Obama, but yet some of these YouTubers are meeting the president of the United States. So shit.
I still consider Barack Obama
I don't know.
president.
In my mind,
I don't.
Obama's
Not with the
still
current
president.
actions that's going on. Nope. I do not want to pin my president to the fuck shit that's currently going on. My president would not have allowed all this fuckery. My president would have smacked the shit out of Kim Jong-un and said, listen, bitch.
Why are you talking about? My president would have smacked the shit out of Kim Jong-un.
My president would have smacked that nigga's eyes open, bro.
He would have said, "Fuck you, mean dog."
Fuck you mean, boy. You over here trying to shoot missiles into the Sea of Japan? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's my president right there.
But yeah, like, it's like I haven't processed it. Like when some people say President Donald Trump, I get this moment like I get that like.
You mean just Donald Trump, right? Because I don't think that first word applies.
What's that one meme like the shocked meme where the guy like blinks his eyes? He's just like what? Like,
Oh
you know what I'm
yeah,
talking
the
about,
white guy, and he's just like.
Yeah.
Huh? Like,
when
he's
people
just
are like, when I'm
shocked
watching TV and they
and
see
surprised.
President Donald Trump, I make that face. I'm like, excuse me, what did you just say? Like
Yeah,
that should be throwing me off. Like, I like. It's like I'm still in
like-
denial. I haven't processed it yet. In my mind, Obama is still president. And then when someone says President Trump, I'm like, what? Like, it's like I'm relearning it all over.
You gotta look at the Carfax on that one. You'd be like, who? What?
You gotta look at
I just
yummy video.
I'm just pretending that for 4 years we don't have a president. We're just taking a break. We're just on a hiatus from the president for right now.
It's just a bunch
We
of
got-
stupid white people making more.
We got this
decisions.
nigga in the building saying shit, but like he's just kind of there to like keep things in order until a new president comes in. He's
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
just
much.
he's just the
he's just the babysitter until the real parents show up. That's
yeah,
pretty
he's just the
much-
hump term president. Yeah, like
So
they're like, hey, Trump, hold this while we find a new
hold
president. All
hold
right.
this, my nigga.
He's like, oh, I will be honored to hold this.
Because clearly Hillary
money.
can do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Lucid, what Duel Links
I
info
mean-
are you talking about, man? I don't play Duel Links anymore. That shit cost me too much money.
Like
I put out a
I
statement
made
today
good
on,
use of
on
my-
Patreon that
I made good use of my
canceled Duel
money this week. The same amount of money I would have spent on Duel Links, I spent on some 70% off Jordans, some 3 pairs of jeans.
Hey,
what else
good-
did I buy?
good
I
job,
bought a
man.
bunch of shit this past week.
Links. You bought Jordans, my nigga? Excuse me?
Yeah, I would never
My nigga bought
pay full price.
Jordans.
I would never pay full price for any of those motherfuckers. But and they're pretty nice too. Here, I'll hold on for the camera with people on the video version. They're the retro Air Jordan, like retro Jordans, whatever.
Sorry.
So
I don't
I got
like
some
Jordans.
I got some big ass feet, so it's hard to find my size, but this works. Wow, look, my
What do you
my
wear, size
fit-
9s?
My shoe size no,
Size
what the fuck?
9? What the fuck? Are you a midget?
No.
My shoe size is like twice the size of my hand. No, actually, my sizes vary. These Jordans are 11.5. But like
That's what I wear.
some shoes are different though. Like
Not
I
only
have,
are you
like,
from
some
Alaska, but are you a
Wait.
tiny person?
No, wait. How do you wear 11.5s and you're what? 6'4"?
6'3" or
That's
something
my
like that.
size.
Yeah.
Nigga, you got some small ass feet.
How do I have small feet?
I wear 11.5s, and I'm only 5'11".
Can you stop with the Alaskan talk? It's 11 and a
I'm
half,
just
okay?
saying.
It's 11 and a half. Can
I'm
you
just
say it like a
saying.
normal fucking person?
Heavily
I
said
know, I know.
11.5, Jay. Calm
my
your
God.
coon ass down.
Okay.
I'm sad. I hate to break this to you, Dimension. I know since the Alaskans don't really get out and everything like that.
I'm telling
being
you,
tall
man, my
doesn't-
standards for this guy are a
All
lot
I'm
lower.
just saying is that for you being 6'4", you should have bigger feet. You know what? Call it what you want.
Every giant person doesn't have giant feet, and
I
every
know,
small
'cause
person
my-
doesn't have.
my-
itty
Actually, you
My
know what?
dad
Dimension
has,
to
no,
let
no.
you in on a secret.
No, no,
I'm
no, no,
actually
no.
a
I
short
know it's
person
false
with a
because
tall
I know it's
person.
false
Like,
because my dad wears like size 10, so I understand. He's like 6'2".
well, no, it's not that. It's just I'm a perfect testament to that because I'm built like a tall person, but I'm short. Like my legs are long, but my torso is tiny. Like, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
my ligaments are
I'm
long,
built
and
the same way,
and I
actually.
wear a size 12 shoe, but like everything else is just like. You
Yeah, like
deserve
well,
to be
these are
taller.
11.5, but I have these other Nikes. I don't even know what kind of shoe are these. These are size 12, and these barely fit me. Like it just depends on the shoe. Different shoes they fit me differently.
Very
I have a size.
Flat.
I have a size 10 point. I have a size 10.5, a size 11, a size 11.5, a size 12.
Why
They
are
all
you
fit me
saying
the same.
0.5? That is
Are you-
low
are
key
you
triggering me.
flat-footed?
Can you stop saying
That's
that?
what it says. It has 0.5 on there. It
I
doesn't
know,
have
but
a one.
obviously 0.5 means half, nigga.
I'm just calling it like it's red, nigga. I know how to
So if
read
I
it.
tell you I
Niggas
have
get
$11.5, what does that mean I have?
$11.5.
$11.50, $11.50.
Nobody says $11.50.
Exactly. Good point. You know what? Let me shut the fuck up. That's a very good point. You know what? I'm just gonna sit back here and be quiet, man. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You know, maybe it is 11.5. Maybe I just been listing shit wrong, man. Maybe I don't have half of $10. Like, oh man, you mean to tell me I only have $5.0 in my account? Oh God, no. Oh God, no. So, anyway, but what else did we see this week that's popping on the streets right now? Anybody?
I don't know if you did. Me and my sister saw Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday.
I haven't had a chance to pilot that yet. I mean, see that yet.
I love that shit.
It was all right. I think the first one was better, but I enjoyed it. There wasn't really a dull moment in it. It kind of felt sillier. Like it felt like
it was silly.
There was like it was like silly the whole time. Like there was not a single moment where I took it seriously. They were just like it's one of those things. You know, I think like it's kind of like it's like that How I Met Your Mother glass shattering episode type thing. It's like when someone creates something that is way funnier than they thought it was going to be, and then someone goes, oh, like you know when like you're telling jokes, but you're not trying to tell jokes, and then people are like, oh, tell more jokes, and now your jokes are lame because now you're trying to be funny.
Yeah,
it's like that. Like Guardians of the Galaxy was just naturally funny, and then they're like, oh, I think that they were trying to have some level of like jokes in Guardians of the Galaxy, but they were still just trying to make a regular movie. But then they were like, everyone's like, oh man, Guardians of the Galaxy was hilarious, and they're like, okay, the comedy, they really like that, so let's have a bigger emphasis on the comedy. And now it's like the whole movie is just it's a comedy now. It's not even like an action movie with comedy in it. It's a comedy movie with action in it now. It's kind of another example of that. Like, have you guys seen the movie Machete with?
Yes, I love that movie. Machete Kills.
The first Machete was amazing, but the second
First of all, it's pronounced Machete. Dimension. I know you're from Alaska, so you don't know anything about us California Mexicans, okay? It's Machete. Machete. You have to say it with a fucking accent.
Yeah, you gotta
Machete.
Machete. Yeah, it's like
you gotta spit when you say that word, bro.
Dimension bring that shit on himself, like.
Yeah,
hey, look.
I mean, at least he's not a female cheerleader, though. Let's just say.
God.
I didn't say it this time. Listen, I already answered what my problem was with Dogan in my Q&A video about an hour in. I already told him, you know, like I don't.
Yeah, Danny Trejo, that was his name.
Danny Trejo.
But yeah,
Danny Trejo of Trejo's nasty ass fucking tacos.
The second Machete, that movie was like it was too campy. Like they were trying too hard to be funny. Another movie which my dad watched. Oh yeah, Machete Kills, and then I would have taken so Machete Kills again because remember they were gonna make that one.
Did you know they're making two more? The next one is Machete in Space.
Oh my God! I saw they had that at the end of the second movie.
Bro, I'm like, why? These movies are just ridiculous. Like, that's like Fast and Furious now, though. It's no longer about cars.
Like even
they legally
my
can't
dad
call it Fast and
yesterday,
Furious anymore.
Or the day before yesterday, one of the two. I didn't want to watch it, but he watched that latest XXX movie, and like the first two XXX movies. It was like funny, not intentionally. It's some stuff is funny when it's trying to be serious, but it fails at it, and that's what makes it funny. But then when they're self-aware that they're silly, and then they try to be like funny, then it's like you're trying too hard, and then it's like you kind of fucked it up. And I feel like XXX was like that as well. And so with I wasn't talking about the Machete thing. I was like, oh, so Guardians of the Galaxy. So Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't think they messed it up. I said I enjoyed the movie, but you can definitely tell that they're consciously trying to be funny the whole time. Like the first 15 minutes of the movie, they're like fighting. Like basically, if you've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer, everything you saw in the trailer was like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Like they didn't show you anything from the actual movie, like the actual plot. It was all from the beginning. And that was honestly
I think that's how trailers should be. I don't think trailers should be giving away the entire fucking movie.
Honestly, most of the action. I think the reason the majority of the trailers from the first 15 minutes was because the majority of the action in the movie was in the first 15 minutes. And so like they basically the trailers show the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie. And so the beginning of the movie is they're fighting this big squid thing, and they're like all fighting it. And baby Groot is like dancing to music the whole time. I'm like, Groot, get out the way, you're gonna get hurt. And they're just all fighting the monster in the background, but like the main focus is Groot just flipping and dancing to like music. and shit. Though for like a long ass time, and it's
I
just
feel
like
that's the theme of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just like
yeah, but
quirky,
it's like
fucking
there's
comedies. Like you're not taking it too seriously. If you want something more serious, go watch a DC movie or the second Avengers.
Oh, I know.
That had just enough comedy to
I feel like the first Guardians of the Galaxy had it down to the most potent balance. Like you took the movie seriously, but then it also made you laugh.
Probably because they murdered a lot of people at the beginning of the movie too. Like,
but I think that's what made the comedy really hit home is that. Like I think things are funnier when you crack a joke during a serious moment. Like remember, like one of my favorite scenes from the first Guardians of the Galaxy was when the guy was about to like murder everybody with the Infinity Stone, and then Chris Pratt just starts dancing. I forgot what song he does. He's like, "What are you doing?"
That was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but that shit was hilarious. But now in this movie,
he's like, dance off.
Kind of like
me and you, like Ronan.
In this movie, it was kind of like. In this movie, it was kind of like it was just like you weren't really taking it serious the whole time, and you know that. I mean, you know they're gonna all come out alive and they're all gonna win. And so, do you mind? There's something that I want to talk about.
Spoil it!
Heavy spoilers. You want me to spoil everything? Is everybody else
spoil that shit? I mean, do you want to spoil it for the people listening?
Drax has sensitive nipples. Put that out there right
now. I do like Drax's moment.
Okay, so all right, so for those of you who don't want to listen, I'm about to spoil Guardians of the Galaxy. So the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Is basically Peter Quill's dad finds him, and so we know that his dad isn't human. He's from space.
That's Star-Lord for all you dumb people.
Yeah, Star-Lord, and his dad is the villain in this movie. So basically, his dad is a god essentially. He started out.
That sounds about right.
He started out as like this brain or whatever, and then this brain turned into a planet, and then he made himself a human body so that he could go up and he can go fuck aliens across the galaxy and shit.
Cybertron?
Yes.
Oh my.
I guess. So basically he thought he was talking about I love your mom and everything because he went and he fucked his mom and everything. He said, oh man, yeah, I'm the son of love and this, that, and the other thing. But then like that was how he sort of in the beginning. But then he's like, oh, you know, I figured out that my purpose in life wasn't to walk amongst life because I live forever. I'm immortal, and apparently Star-Lord was immortal too. Like he was an immortal god as well. They had this whole montage where he taught him how to make a Rasengan and they played catch with it and shit. It was very touching.
Oh man! So it was like a Zeus Hercules type of thing. It was just like, yes, you're the son of the mighty Zeus, and it's just like, oh, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
In statue form.
And so,
and then they start singing.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines.
This is where I'm meant to be.
But what we find out is that Star-Lord's dad, he didn't just fuck his mom, but he fucked like big booty alien bitches across the entire universe, and he had a bunch of different alien
plants his seed in every planet.
Yeah, he fucked a bunch of bitches and he had a bunch of hybrid kids, but none of them had the god celestial gene, so he murdered them all. And they found like a graveyard of all of his different children, and Star-Lord was the only one to get the god gene or whatever, and he wanted to use his powers to basically, he's planted like a seed of himself on every planet in the universe, and he wants to use basically Star-Lord as a battery to power him, so he can basically, you know that goo stuff from Ghostbusters 2? He basically wanted to get that shit and cover up everything all across the universe.
Ugh.
And he wanted to make everything in a blue flubber, basically. That's what he wanted.
That's gross.
Yeah, so he did that, and then there's this one scene where you can't really take it seriously. We're like, so his dad is immortal, so I think like they crashed like a ship into his dad and blow him up, and then his dad is like regenerating, like you see like his skeleton and stuff, and like basically like when Aaron was regenerating in his Titan form, and then they're like, Quill, you got issues, and he's like, that's my dad, and he points at the zombie, like coming out, and of course I got issues, like so. But then they had this thing where like Quill was like, Star-Lord was like, oh, I'm a god now, so I can so I have all these powers too, and then he starts earth bending, and then they start having an Avatar battle against
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No training montage.
So yeah, so he taught him how to make a Rasengan and to make shit. So he's just like, that was funny also to mention where he's just like, so I can make anything. He's like, what's a few billion years of practice?
Make some weird shit.
He's like I'm gonna make like a giant Pac-Man machine. I'll make some weird shit. Like he's like, hey man, do whatever you want. But like hold on. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. My mom washed my underwear for me.
Thanks, Mom.
But anyways, so
Happy Mother's Day.
So So he started like earthbending, and like they started having like earthbending battle and everything. And then so they basically retcon his powers now, because apparently the only way he can be a god is if the planet stays alive. But then they destroyed the planet to stop him from like flubbering the entire universe. So now Star-Lord's just a regular person again, or some shit, whatever. But and then they introduced some guy named Adam at the end. I don't know who that is.
Adam Warlock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He is like the one person that can actually stop Thanos. That's strong enough to actually stop Thanos. But
apparently I've heard that he's not going to show up in Infinity War, so I don't know how they're going to stop Thanos.
Yeah,
I'm actually that's going to be one of the things. I hope they don't pull a fucking Madara in the Avengers, because I'm like, how are we going to beat the? I mean, obviously there have been people who beat Thanos in the comics, but all the people that beat Thanos in the comics, they're not in the. I mean, I guess Scarlet Witch, but she's not nearly as strong as she is in the comics. So I'm just like, how are they gonna be here?
Leave it to the big booty goddess Black Widow, okay? She will figure out a way.
And if Black Widow ends up being the one to kill Thanos, that would be the funniest shit.
Nah, watch him do some bullshit and make it Hawkeye. Hawkeye's the chosen one. Like,
fuck
Hawkeye's the chosen one.
I'm gonna walk out.
Watch them make it fucking make
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but one of the things that they're probably going to do that I think they're probably going to do, they're probably just going to scale down the Infinity Gauntlet, because the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics is like, this guy's omnipotent, omniscient, like he's virtually unstoppable.
So basically he's Batman, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
Batman's going to stop him. There you go. It's decided.
Yeah, Batman's going to stop him.
What actually pisses me off about the freaking DC animated movies, how they make freaking Batman God. I swear.
Because he is God. Batman is Morgan Freeman.
But Batman is one of those people where like he's only God if he's prepared ahead of time for the battle. Like he's like he'll get his ass kicked at the beginning.
Give that nigga 15 minutes of shoestring and some dental and some fucking like a paper clip, and he'll figure it out. He's like, you want me to beat Superman with a paper clip and dental floss? Yes, we would like you to beat Superman.
Like when he fought against Bane, and Bane fucked him up, and then he came back with like basically a Hulk Smasher suit, and then he fucked him up after that. Like it's kind of like that. Like
that's where Iron Man got his stuff from. Iron Man reads Batman comics. Simple.
Pretty much, I know. Iron Man and Batman are really similar in that way, in that respect. Speaking of DC, though, I also definitely want to see that Wonder Woman movie, and I finally convinced my dad to watch it, because he saw the latest trailer where that bitch just breaks in and then just fucks everybody up. Like that trailer, I've watched that trailer. Like even Wrench was like, "Why do you keep rewinding this trailer?" Because he can hear me watching in the background. Like that trailer was lit. Like I want to keep watching it. And I was one of those people too when they like announced that Gal Gadot was going to be Wonder Woman. I think we were both with those people, Jay. We were like, oh, she's too bony.
We were like, oh, why?
Nah, I was for it because I had just finished watching Fast Furious 5, and I was like, oh,
I mean, I saw her in the Fast Furious movie too, but I was just like, she doesn't have the build. But then when you think about Wonder Woman in the Justice League cartoon, she was pretty scrawny in that though. So
man, but she was still whooping niggas' asses in the street like it was nothing.
Yeah, but after seeing these, like I haven't even seen the movie yet. Like seeing her in Justice League didn't really sell me on it. I was just like, okay, cool, Justice League. But seeing her, and I haven't even seen the movie, just seeing all these trailers, like this is one of those things where the movie might be shit, but the trailers are good.
I'm getting this Captain America, the first Avenger vibes from this.
I'm not, because that Captain America movie was boring, and this movie
no.
lit,
I mean like just from the trailers, because like the trailers for the first Captain America movie, they were lit. Like they were dope until you actually saw.
I wasn't honestly. I was never sold in the trailers or the movie or anything.
Listen, anytime it's an all-white superhero and it's just like not somebody I can relate to, I don't really care. I'm just trying to see that Black Panther movie though. Let's be real.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not saying the first Avenger movie was. I'm not saying the first Avenger movie was bad. I just wasn't feeling it. I just don't personally give a shit about it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But from this trailer though, it looks lit as fuck.
I like Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's my favorite.
Even the non-Wonder Woman stuff was dope. Like they show fucking Captain Kirk, I forget the actor's name, Chris Pine. They were showing him just like just shooting niggas and flying planes through explosions and shit. I'm like, that looks lit. Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth. Chris Evans. They're all these white actors are named Chris. I feel like if your name is Chris and you're like getting hired, you have a higher chance. Like I feel like if you're like an aspiring white actor, you should just change your name to Chris.
Change your name to Chris, bro.
Yeah, I feel like that would work.
It's happening.
But
like Chris is everywhere, just getting lots of work. Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, Rocksteady won't make another Batman game, but Warner Bros. Montreal will. Honestly, don't mind that. Like Warner Bros. They did a pretty good job with
Arkham Origins was pretty dope. I mean, it was really
honestly
buggy at first.
Origins. Yeah, Arkham Origins was one of those games where like you could tell that like they just took Arkham City's like kind of like shell and then just kind of try to like tinker with it, but like it wasn't there, so they didn't do it correctly.
It's not like
But
it was bad,
that's-
though. Like, it was just
Yeah,
missing a
but
lot
the
of
ironic
things.
thing about that though is that I honestly like Arkham Origins better than Arkham Knight. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I only beat Arkham Knight like once. I beat Arkham Origins like 3 times because Arkham Knight was for one, Arkham Knight is just a really long game.
I was a
But Arkham
YouTuber
Knight-
at that point, so I beat it twice, so.
Arkham Knight was one of those games that was just like, it wasn't long for the sake of like fun. It was just like tediously long. Like with Arkham City and Arkham Origins, they weren't actually short games. They just go by really fast because it just seems like there's just so much. You're immersed into it. And you just blow through everything. Like Arkham Origins had some of the best boss fights. Like the Slade boss fight was one of the best boss fights in the
Too
entire
bad it was at the
Batman
beginning of the
series.
game, and then that's it. It's over. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean,
oh,
I like
man.
some of the other ones. I just don't remember any of them. But oh, the
Nicholas
Killer
Slade
Croc
at the
fight.
beginning?
That one was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was
Um,
dope.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, now that you mention that, I can't think of
My
many of the
favorite
other
boss
ones.
battle of all
That-
time for the Batman games is Ra's al Ghul from Arkham City.
Ra's al Ghul. I didn't like
Yeah.
that one. Kind of like whack.
Am I
that was
the
like-
only
it was
one who
basically-
calls him Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's, they're pronounced both ways. Like even in the movies, in the cartoons, they pronounce them both ways. So
Yeah,
it just
because
depends on the person.
in like the Justice League and the Batman animated series, it's Ra's al Ghul. In the Teen Titans versus the Justice League, it's Ra's al Ghul. And then in the fucking games, they call him something else too. It's like
Tyrone Al Ghul.
Yeah.
Tyrone al Ghul. Yeah, it's just like, bruh, like, come on, man.
But
What are y'all doing?
I don't know. The Ra's al Ghul fight in Arkham City just felt like the same. It kind of that one in the Solomon Grundy fight almost felt like the same boss fight. That's why I don't really care for them.
Yeah.
Not that they
I
were
didn't really care for
individually bad,
the
they
Bane
just
the Bane
felt
boss
the same.
fights either in any of the games.
Oh yeah, the Bane boss fight. The Bane boss fight. I actually thought that one in Arkham Origins was pretty fun. I just thought there were some mechanics that just were kind of wonky. Like, but here's the thing. This is kind of like a personal thing I like to do. When you have a game where it's kind of buggy, it's kind of fun to exploit those bugs, and then it requires trial and error. The reason why I like the Bane fight is because I basically found a way to broke the fight where I could just keep hitting him without him fighting back. So that's why I like it. That's why I like Assassin's Creed 2 so much, because I basically found all the exploits in the game to just be OP as fuck. And in in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, they kind of took that out. But then in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, now you're even more OP because they have that kill streak thing where you just every time you kill somebody, you just hit square and you instantly
And then
kill
you just
the next
instantly
guy,
murder
and
the next person.
and he's just spamming his animation everywhere, and it requires no skill anymore. In Assassin's Creed 2, there was this thing where if you dodged sideways and you hit them from the side, they would do a kill animation on the second hit automatically, but you had to dodge them in a specific way and hit them at a certain angle, and you had to position yourself correctly and do all these different things, and I like that. Assassin's Creed 3 though, even though it was the same as Brotherhood and Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3's combat was fun as
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Assassin's Creed 3's combat was fun. I've never disputed that. Everything else about it that I don't like Assassin's Creed 3.
I can't judge that because I never played it. So
Assassin's Creed
Then
3
why
had
open
no
your mouth,
stealth. It was-
Dogen? Why open your mouth?
in Assassin's Creed 3, all of the AI have Byakugan.
Sit in the peanut gallery like everybody else.
Okay, great. All right. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so in Assassin's Creed 3, they all had Byakugans, they could see you through walls, and it was impossible to stealth anybody in that fucking game. So it forced you to just go in all out combat. And if
Sounds
the
like
combat was
Unity.
shit, the game would have been utter trash. Unity, no, Unity stealth was the only way to go, because if you were in all out combat, unless you had the melee armor set, they would totally rape you. In fact, they made them OP in Assassin's Creed Unity.
Bro,
I felt like.
all I know is
That's the
after
multiplayer
playing
one, right?
a couple of hours, I think I probably played 10 or 12 hours of Unity. I was just like, I don't want to play this game. After the first 2 hours of Syndicate, I was like, yo, this game is lit. I don't know what the difference is between Unity and Syndicate and what they changed.
Well, with
but,
Unity, Unity
just
had
so
its
much
fun moments, but with Unity, for me, here's some problems I had with Unity. Well, first, the game, it relies too much on co-op, and the game doesn't stand the testament of time, because once the servers were dead and no one's playing it anymore, well, even when it was working and I got people to join,
It's all right. This
you had to
summer
go-
when we run out of videos, which we probably won't, we'll I think that's in our schedule somewhere this summer.
Yeah, we'll find it eventually. But for even when the co-op did work, Uplay was super buggy and it would disconnect all the time. And if you try to do it with randoms, they wouldn't stealth. They would just run out and melee everybody and fuck everything up, and your score
That's
would
what
go
you
down
do.
because you got caught. So it's one of those things you could only play in co-op with your friends, and then maybe it'll work. Because I remember when I would play Ghost Recon Future Soldier, it was really fun. but it disconnected all the fucking time. So Uplay is just shit. So that's always one thing. And then also the game was just broke as fuck. Even now, they still haven't never fixed that game. I was playing that game like even when I reinstalled it like a year or 2 years after the game came out. The frame rate still caps at 40. It's still super buggy, super laggy, and it still has problems.
No
so,
thanks. I'm good. I don't want any of that, sir.
I played every non-spin-off Assassin's Creed game except for Syndicate. What's a spin-off Assassin's Creed game? They're all canon. Unless you're not, I mean,
Persia back.
I guess the like.
Can you not bring up 1997, please?
Hey, look, I'm old. All right, I love Prince of Persia.
No, I love Prince of Persia too, but like,
not canon.
The problem with like bringing back old stuff like that you have like this nostalgic love for, people ruin it. People fucking ruin it. If that's not a real thing that exists, Dragon Ball Super, like, come on, bro, like I don't, like, Dragon Ball Super is a perfect example of taking something that you love and then fucking it up. Like, it happens all the time. Look at the new Sly Cooper. The new Sly Cooper was terrible.
Maybe actually remastered.
I like the new Sly Cooper. What are you talking about?
It was fucking terrible compared to the older ones.
I thought the game was amazing.
It's so limited. Yeah. The game's fun, but I'm not gonna tell you it's not fun because I enjoyed it because I had it on Vita and PS4. But I'm saying compared to the old ones, that's why Naughty Dog just won't make a Jack 4. They're just like, yeah, we're just not gonna.
I would love a remaster.
What about the new Ratchet and Clank?
That's what. But they're making a new Crash Bandicoot.
That's not new.
Well, it's like a remaster, as they call it.
Yeah, it's a huge remaster. It's a fucking rework. It's a goddamn.
It's a remake. Like they can call it a remaster, but it's a remake. I think remaster is just a softer term to give it, so it doesn't sound like you're
huge fucking remake, bro.
Well, then think about freaking Devil May Cry. They messed up Devil May Cry.
Nope, Devil May Cry.
They didn't mess up Devil May Cry.
DMC was actually better than the original 3.
I'm actually mad that everybody. The only reason now I will give them this, like what was it, Ninja Theory or whatever made up. The only thing that they fucked up with Devil May Cry was naming the main character Dante, and that's why people hated on it. Not for the gameplay or for the story, because this isn't the Dante I grew up with. I'm like, because it's not. Like, why can't you just accept that it's a different character? Like, I don't even. And obviously, they named him Dante because they're like, oh, let's get the old fan base, but they actually kind of alienated them by doing that. They should have just made this a reboot and just like, Dante isn't in this game. This is a different guy. He's not Dante, because when you name him Dante, now he's being compared to the other Dante, and if he's not the same,
like in Devil May Cry 4 when they introduced Nero, and I was like, who is this white-haired faggot that I don't want to play?
Yeah, but people like Devil May Cry 4.
I actually like Devil May Cry 4. I hated the combat system.
People didn't mind Nero because he wasn't Dante. He wasn't trying to be Dante, and Dante was in the game too. So, but in the DMC reboot, that's the problem they made. But Devil May Cry
was such a great game too, and the fans ruined
it. The DMC game, I mean, it wasn't the greatest game. I think that as it started to like in the last few levels, it got kind of boring because instead of just racking up crazy combos on like a bunch of like fodder enemies, they had you fight against all of these like singular strong enemies, and so you had to switch to certain abilities and certain weapons to fight them, and you couldn't really chain combos and all that stuff. Because like they would fuck you up and hit you and knock you out of your combo, so you had to hit them with only certain weapons work on certain enemies and shit. But I did like they had that free DLC. It was like Blood Royale tournament, some shit where like they just it was like an arcade mode where they would just spawn enemies, and then that's where they did it correctly, and you could just unleash all kinds of crazy combos and shit. But I feel like if they made a second one though, it would have been great. But
a DMC 2 would have been fucking amazing, man.
Yeah, but since so many people hated on Dante, his new look, it just didn't happen. I also have to say though that what's his brother's name? I forget.
Virgil.
That Virgil DLC was overpriced. I never bought that because it was like $15 for like 2 hours of content or something. I mean, a lot of expansions are like that, but I will play $15 for Last of Us Left Behind, but not for that shit. No.
They got a new Devil May Cry.
I paid $30 for that shit. I'm sorry.
What
did you say? What did you
say? Yeah, Xenoverse Online has
fodder?
always been shit.
What did you say, fodder person? No, I just heard somebody talk about the new DMC, and I just explained how that was a great game. I just don't understand.
No, they got a new one coming out.
No, yeah, all these anime games.
You gotta show me the Carfax for that, buddy.
Hold on, I'm watching the trailer for it.
Oh, there's a trailer too. Oh, there's a trailer for something that's brand new, and I haven't seen it yet.
You lost it there.
You must be smoking something. You must be watching a fan-made trailer. Watch that shit only have like 1,000 views.
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for what's that game called? Cyberpunk 2077 or
that game's
99,
not coming out
called?
until 2077. You realize that, right? Like I'm just now realizing like how ironic that statement is. Just like, man, this game's gonna be bigger than 3 times bigger than The Witcher. 3 times bigger than The Witcher, you say? Oh well, that sounds kind of lit. When do you expect this game to come out? Well, let's see. When is Kingdom Hearts coming out? That's probably when we'll put it out. The same year as Kingdom Hearts. So 2077 is when we should expect it. Like, Nishing said never. Yeah, I'm cool on Kingdom Hearts, man. I don't need to play that game.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is not in the same place of Final Fantasy VII's remaster, where it's just never coming out.
Final Fantasy VII's remaster remake has actually had like trailers and stuff, and it hasn't really been announced for that long. The whole thing about Final Fantasy VII was before people were asking for a remake before anyone even said they were going to make a remake, but now we know they're at least working on it. So I don't think Final Fantasy VII's remake has gone in that realm of like it's never coming out yet because we just heard about it like recently. But for Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 3 is doing the Final Fantasy 15 thing where they're just showing us trailer porn and not giving us the game. It's like, just give us the game already, and hopefully it's not going to be shit.
You know what's so much easier is if these companies actually like marketed and learned how to do PR. Like hire Gary Vee. How hard is it to hire Gary Vee to like promote?
At least I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 won't do the same thing with Final Fantasy 15 because with Kingdom Hearts 3, it's a sequel. Final Fantasy 15. Well, Final Fantasy 15 is a sequel, but it's like its own game, so they were making everything from the ground up. So it required them to make everything from scratch. But with Kingdom Hearts, they just have to take pre-existing working systems and then just improve upon them. But from the reason why I have confidence in that one is in Kingdom Hearts 3 was because in Kingdom Hearts 3 I played that demo for Aqua and that was just perfect. That was everything like I wanted in Kingdom Hearts 3. So if they just copy and paste that on Kingdom Hearts 3, that would be fine. With 15, like with them from the demo, the gameplay was fun in the demo, and the gameplay of Final Fantasy 15 has always been fun. Now the way that you summon stuff is stupid. They actually fucking changed it because in Final Fantasy 15 the demo you could spam Rama, you could summon him whenever you want. The moment your health got low, he instantly became available. But then maybe it's this rare shit like finding a shiny Pokemon that only happens every 5 years or whatever, and whatever fuck shit that was dumb.
When the moon hits the mountain line just
right. When the planets align and the summer solstice and the avatar state activates all this dumb shit. So like and it's in the demo.
It's 11:11 and you have 11 text messages in your phone.
So hopefully Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't do that to where the demo was really badass and they take away all the stuff that was in the demo. Because episode Dusuke Final Fantasy 15 demo that I bought Type 0 just to play the demo was lit. And they took all the shit that was in that demo out of the game. I don't know why they fucking did that. They changed the combat, which the combat was still fine. They broke the summons, but it wasn't even the combat in Final Fantasy 15 that was bad. It was just like the game, the plot was dumb. They skipped a bunch of shit. The pacing, the storytelling was all over the place and muddled.
I didn't need to play this game. I shouldn't have been so hyped for it, man.
I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15, but it could have been so much better though. And that's just like I told you this, Jay. Like when I got to the end, I was like, this was fun, but I can't help but feel this feeling. Like I felt like this sadness at the end, all this emotion over the death of Luna Freya, and I'm like, I don't know this bitch. Like I'm supposed to care.
Yeah. If anything, if they had killed either Prompto, Gladio, or Ignis, I would have actually felt something because I spent 80+ hours with these characters. Like
I'm supposed to be convinced that Noctis and Luna Freya are in love, and during the course of the game, we never see them meet each other. I mean, if anything,
Noctis and Ignis, and no, Noctis and Prompto, they're a couple. They're a closer couple than Luna and Noctis.
Do I think SAO is trash? Actually, I don't think SAO is trash. I liked SAO. I don't know. All
people
the people
who say SAO are trash, they listen to the wrong YouTubers.
Sword Art Online was good.
They're listening to
people who hate on SAO are wanting.
They're just following other people's fucking. They're just following other people's fucking opinion.
No, I think people hate on SAO because it's like because people like it.
It's just trashing on it. Like,
yeah, like when I trash on Dragon Ball Super, I'm not doing that because it's popular to hate because everyone loves Dragon Ball Super. Let me shit on it. I just think Dragon Ball Super is shit, and then somebody needs to have their eyes open to that. But with Sword Art Online, now don't get it twisted. Sword Art Online storytelling and plot are stupid, but the action, it's a badass anime. Like, and you can like I feel like that's I don't like those people like Digibro who watch every anime has to be all philosophical and the storytelling has to hit all these different. I'm like, does it look cool? Okay, that's all I need. Are there titties? Okay, that's all I need. I don't care if it's generic, if it's blah, 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 blah. I think it's also for people who watch a lot of anime, Sword Art Online feels repetitive for them. But I don't watch anime 24/7. I do other things too. So Sword Art Online was a fresh experience for me that I loved and enjoyed. I do think that the first half of season 2 was boring as fuck, but I thought that the second half was pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, I thought Sword Art Online was fun. I still haven't watched the movie yet.
They got a movie.
Oh,
I know it's online already. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
I would like to see it.
But
all right, let's wrap up this podcast, Jay. We are at 2 hours now. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about or say?
Yes, absolutely. All right, moral of today's story: don't be a fake ass nigga, okay? Like, fuck your dreams. Figure out what it is that, like, I know a lot of you guys think you want to do something. You don't. You really don't. You just want to follow what somebody else is doing because you think that shit is cool, okay? Let me tell you how a lot of you guys are not cut out to be cool. A lot of you guys are not cut out to fuck bad bitches like your boy JustJaySama, okay? Not everybody can get hella subs and make anime videos and shit and, you know, go to Anime Expo. Like, y'all don't want this life. I'm telling you, y'all do not want this life, and I say this every single week. Like, it's not what you want. It's what you think you want, but really, let me stop shitting on you guys for a second. Let me tell you what's really gonna happen. You guys are gonna think you want to be YouTubers. You're gonna try it, and you're gonna realize it's a lot more work than than Rhyme Style told you it would be. Okay, like Rhyme Style out here making Dokkan battle videos every single day and shit, and you just thinking, oh, I can do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Some of you are realizing, oh shit. Maybe I wasted $1,500 on an Alienware laptop because it's running an i3 in that bitch. Bro, did you even read the specs?
Oh my god.
Like, if I get one more question about, guys, my OBS isn't running correctly, I can't run games, what kind of PC do you have? I have an Alienware laptop. You have an Alienware laptop trying to run something other than Google Chrome? What is wrong with you? Are you fucking stupid? Like, what the fuck? So, you know what? I don't need to hear any more of this shit. Please stop coming to your boy JustJaySama. Stop calling me an asshole, bro. I may be an asshole, but I'm more influential than your dad, and I'm gonna tell you straight up that you are not cut out to do this shit, bro. Your parents are not gonna tell you.
You love that guy that said you're more influential than your dad, don't you?
I'm wondering who says that. I know I said it. I don't know who said that.
You're the one who told me that some guy tweeted at us or something and said that, oh man, haven't laid in jail more influential than my dad.
It was somebody was saying something like, man, like, you know, I listen to you guys more than my dad. That's when I came up with the phrase, I'm more influential.
You're like, oh man, like, yeah, it's like, man, you guys, I get more information from the Heavenly Podcast than my dad. And Jay's like, yep, more influential than your dad.
More influential than your dad. I mean, it's a real thing though. Like, it's not like we're just out here talking for no fucking reason. Like, we talk to not only teach you guys stuff, but we talk to learn from each other. Like, the best way to learn is to teach. So it's like, every single week when we talk about more of this shit, more of that shit, I probably get more information from just interacting with just the comment section, you know, the podcast, like just doing shit. Like, bro, it is what it is. So like I said, fuck your dreams, guys. Really, 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 like, a lot of you guys are like 14, 15, 16, you know, all the way up to 18 years old.
Listen to my dad, but he's not here.
It's okay. Your boy JustJaySama is, okay? So listen to my every fucking word, all right? Follow your boy on Twitter. This is David Dobrik. But really, though, like, I just want... I can't say that I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to think they are and put their best foot forward in whatever they do. And sometimes it's... put your money where your mouth is and
spam this guy said spam Dokkan vids like Rhyme.
There you go. That man, he makes like 5 fucking Dokkan battle videos a day. Like, that guy is fucking insane, man. He requires no editing too. He just takes the YouTube clip editor and just like
he gets OBS, turns on record, and hits stop, and then drag and drops.
Yeah, he's just like, there it is, another one. Then he just gets a
you don't even got an editor.
Yeah. So you know what? I want to say, everybody, just put your best foot forward, put your money where your mouth is, and donate to JustJaySama Patreon and buy these Sama Sanctum hoodies. I'm out.
It is.
Yeah, buy my shirts too. As I would say to Jay, for those of you who want to be a YouTube subscriber or channel, don't, because we don't need competition. But if you do want to be a YouTube channel, then if you want tips from me, then also donate to my Patreon and buy my shirts, link in the description. So yeah, I'm out too.
I just give you that shit for free because I know you're gonna fail.
I'm saying something like who's soft.
Ain't nobody asked you.
I don't care. I said it anyway.
Yeah, we need to get out of this match, Nightshade. I'm dying.